Century. 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 Century.
A wizard is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Well, hello, shitheads! I'm so glad you're here. And let me just say, Hannibal and Monty will be with you in just a bit. So, it's really, 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 really important that you like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Also, look out for plunger points. And if you really, really, really like them, cast a couple dollars their way, because this shit ain't cheap. I'm just saying. Enjoy, and thank you for being here.
Do you guys really like watching the Geek Room and Dragnet? Their shows are like so fucking boring. Basement-dwelling dumbass men have to say. They're not even funny.
They have to use like people like me or G-Man in order to present themselves off a little bit of funny, because they once in a while they say some clever thing. You're welcome, I give you views to feed your little cocky ego. I'm glad you had your little dopamine fix. Oh my god! I'm like your drug. I'm like your marijuana. I'm like your alcohol. You have shinnyism. You're not an alcoholic or a drug addict. You're a shitty-holic. You can't, and you say I'm bad for you, but Sally, you still can't fucking resist me.
Previously on Lost.
I'm training. Training for what?
You're gonna take his word for it. His word is all we have, Jack.
Watch the film.
What?
The bookcase. Top shelf, behind ton of the screw. Projectors in the pantry.
Bridge to Captain Picard.
Go ahead.
We've just received word from the fleet. They've engaged the Borg.
Data put Starfleet frequency 1486 on audio.
Aye, sir.
Stan is not a great Eminem song.
No, I did not say Stan is not a great Eminem
Okay,
song.
what did you say?
What happens when a masked producer and a headphone-wearing comic book artist get together to talk music shit, comic book shit, and political shit on the internet? Monty. Hannibal the Beat Animal. Hannibal and Monty shit. title this time. Hannibal and Monty Shit Show.
Why is my name second? What kind of shit is this?
Hannibal and Monty Shit Show. Let's talk some shit.
Get your shit together. Get it all together and put it in a backpack. All your shit, so it's together. And if you gotta take it somewhere, you know? Take it to the shit store and sell it. Or put it in a shit museum. I don't care what you do. You just gotta get it together. Get your shit together.
I'm just saying, like,
We're gonna need to watch that again.
You're gonna watch that again.
Aren't you?
No, John, I'm not.
yeah, I'm just saying that I just wanted to talk to you and your man in your face. You know, tell you where I'm coming from. That's all, Hannibal. Like, and you know, the way you're coming at me, you need to put some more respect on my name. That's all I'm saying.
Come on, Dad, calm down, okay? I need you to not be mad about it no more, okay? I know I'm too old for you to send me to my room. I know you always be like, I brought you into the world, I can take you out of it. You know what I'm saying? But look, listen.
This is shit we're doing? This is shit we're doing?
Look, Dad, okay? Just father.
Stop!
Okay?
Stop!
Calm down.
Stop!
I just need you to. Don't get mad.
This is the shit I was talking about. This is the shit I was talking about.
You've been drinking, and you know how you always been drinking, okay?
Fuck you.
That's the real reason I wear a mask, because I was talking shit to him one day. I was like, hey, man, shut your old ass up. And he punched me in my in the bottom of my jaw, the bottom of my face.
You.
All fucked
Fuck
up.
you.
You know what I'm
Fuck you. Fuck you.
No. Hey. Father. And we are live! Are we live, Monty?
We're live as fuck.
Welcome to Hannibal and Monty Shit Show. I am Hannibal the Beat Animal.
And I am not Hannibal's father.
God damn, bro. The nigga had sex with one black woman and he just mad about this shit, bro. And this is episode 136. Maybe I can't even do this shit, right? Maybe an episode about
I don't need no instructions to know how to rock.
Or
this is an unbearable strain, but I'm doing it as hard as I've ever done it before.
There you go.
Yes,
there you go.
Yes. Hold up. Wait. Before we get too far. Before we get too far.
All right.
And we're live. Are we live, Monty? We're live as fuck. That's what I like to hear. Welcome to Hannibal Monty Shit Show. I am Hannibal the Beat Animal.
Not Hannibal's father again. Right here. Not.
Right. Like, you see that? Dad is okay. Look, you were perpetuating all the negative stereotypes about black fathers, Dad. And this is episode 136. Maybe an episode about
I don't need no instructions to know how to rock.
Or
this is an unbearable strain, but I'm doing it as hard as I've ever done it before.
Hey, is that a Monty Erotica? Yes! Starting the show off right. That's what I'm talking about. That's right. Love it. McDonald's slogan, nigga. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I don't like it.
We got two Monty Eroticas, actually. We got two.
I don't like it.
Yes, and CJ Halliday sent us one that said, if you could read my message in the chat. And I didn't see your message in the chat, so go ahead and send it so I can, make sure that I got that shit. Yeah, so CJ Halliday, look, send us whatever you want Monty to read, okay? If you send some erotic literature, you can send up to 4 sentences, and you send it in Canadian money, which I think is more valuable than US dollars right now.
Fuck y'all. Fuck all of y'all. But yes.
Why are you?
Yes.
Damn, Dad, come on, man.
Hey, stop. That's why I wanted to talk to you in your face. Tell you where I'm coming from.
Look, how
some
else you
respect on my
explain my young ass knowing as much as I know about classic hip hop? Okay, because of him. Okay. Motherfuckers like Black Unicorn. All right, black dad out here. Right. Anyway, welcome to Hannibal and Monty Shit Show, everybody. We got a fun show planned today.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. This should be great. This should be great.
Also, and sidebar, love the title. You know, I don't need no instructions to know how to rock.
That's right. That's right. I'm wondering how many people knew what that was from. I knew you would.
Yeah. But I used to have on my voicemail, I used to have Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force leaving a message about me having VD, right?
Nice.
Yeah, and he would call him. He's like, "Hey, you still want to talk to him?" Knowing he got VD all over the phone, and then he just hangs up. It left no message. All right, I know all my debtors was infuriated with me. MasterCard got to catch me.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Sally Mae. Sally, no, you may not. Anyway. This is the shit show, everybody. What's the next part? I'm ready. I was trying to transition us to the next thing. I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah. You know what?
I don't got my notes pulled up yet. Go ahead.
Yeah. Before we, I don't know if Zoe adjusted them. This show is kind of free form, but what we'll do right now, and we're not even going to get into up next after this. We're just going to introduce our guests. So here we go. Check it out. Here we look right there. You see that? Those are the people joining us. We got some more black people on the show. We got Miss D, and we got Black Guy TV. Miss D, first time ever on a shit show. You are now in the running for shit show guest of the year. You get to be part of it. So, introduce yourself, Miss D. Tell the shitheads who the fuck you are.
Hey guys, Miss D here, and I'm married.
Wait! Calm down, Miss D. You're bringing too much energy right now. Hold on. Wait a minute. Settle down now.
Yes. Before Hannibal rudely interrupted you, what you got?
I was just saying that I'm known for being married to an overweight coward.
That overweight coward.
You were married to Shanny for Christ? Damn, crazy.
Yes. I'm wondering. Right. I'm wondering in the our demands, since we don't have to listen to Broke Nut, are we allowed to listen to Miss D?
I was gonna listen to her anyway, so
yeah. I don't know. We're not allowed to listen to Broke Nut. Look at the hearts y'all are giving in the chat for her. Look at that. You got shithead love. Look at that. I see it. I look down. I see nothing but hearts.
Love Miss D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And look, we have to have a real conversation about the stresses of being in love with somebody light skinned. Okay, we need to, because people don't understand. People our tone. There's some shit you got to deal with. Okay, it's some extra shit. Okay, you got to deal with. And I love drag. Okay, he's one of the good ones. All right.
There we go. There we go. Oh, OAW said, Miss D is on YouTube now. # welcome to the dark side. There we go. And Black Guy TV. They've heard it before, but tell the shitheads who you are.
I'm some black guy that talks shit about people online. Oh, one of the various black. Whoa, is it a lot of us? Fuck, I guess I don't know.
I mean, we're growing in numbers.
Yeah,
man. We're like chlamydia or herpes. Like we are just,
can't get rid of us.
Or mushrooms. That is like, everywhere you see some shit, here we are. We popping up everywhere.
Yeah. Like, there you go. Watch the fuck out. Don't feed us after midnight.
Yeah. Although after midnight, I do intend on being high as a kite, so you will have to feed me as part of your parental abilities. Like, you got me this weekend, so you got to make sure I eat. That was one of the things that y'all agreed on.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
See how he treats me, y'all. Y'all see how my dad treats me, father. Why would you? Okay.
No, we're just not. We're not doing any of that. We're not doing it. No. That is not a thing. That's like pumpkins. We're gonna kill that shit before it gets too big.
You gonna kill pumpkins before pumpkins get too big. What's up, Ann Kennedy? We see you. Ella Tallulah, Heather Holderness, Mistaken Reaper. What's good, homie? We see y'all hanging out with us in the chat. Christopher Turton, who just left the pre-show and then came over to hang out with us on the main show. If you guys haven't already, we got 60 of y'all watching, 30 likes. That's no good. We have to fix that, okay?
Yeah.
Look, let me tell y'all something. The like button has been quarantined for months, and she needs some attention. She needs some stimulation. So go ahead and consensually massage. See, Lady D is underneath me, so it feels weird now. Wait, I gotta angle that way.
Yeah.
Over there. Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure you consensually press that like button. Okay.
Yeah.
Like just.
It's probably like if we're looking at it, like, and yeah, you're right where the like button would be, Misty. So it would be like if I were to point, it's about right there, right? Mm-hmm. Like follow my finger. If you follow the line my finger makes, it'll put you right on the like button. There you go.
Yes.
Yeah, just right there. That's where the like button is.
Yeah,
so.
Go ahead and consensually massage that like button. I see my white baby mama Missy Ann hanging out with me in the chat, and just like my father, I am an absentee dad. I apologize for that. But look, listen, Missy Ann, I wasn't raised right, so there you go. That's what that is. It's not even really my fault. It's that nigga's fault over there.
What's next on the fucking show? What are we doing next? Fuck you. And look, Miss D and Black Guy TV aren't even fucking defending me up there. Whose side are you on? Or down there?
So first off, they're on the side of black families coming together, Dad.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yes. Right? I mean, Black Guy TV, you a good father, right?
Yes.
Okay, you make sure you take care of your little one every day. Make sure, motherfucker gets fed and bathed and learning and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Don't curse.
I'm just saying, man.
My daughter is right here. My daughter's right there.
I'm just saying, Drees, Miss D, why he don't want me?
Oh my God.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Ah.
You gotta make yourself laugh. All right. In addition to liking the show, make sure you go ahead, hit the share button, share it on all your social media. Share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram. Any social media you share it on, you will get plunger points. And what are we giving away this month, Monty? What are people getting if we what are we giving to the person who has the most plunger points this month?
I don't even know yet. I gotta get caught up on this shit. That's a good question. I don't even know where we are with plunger points right now. The shit's so behind. And Zoe's nodding. She's not even caught up. But this month it'll be whatever art I finish towards the goal. Like I'm working on a ton of shit. Like I got some awesome shit coming up that I can't talk about because y'all need to see it first. So I will give a print of that if I finish it by the end of the month. So mystery. But there's some awesome shit centering around creators you all love.
Hypothesis says I'm not. He says you're not as behind as Hannibal's father erotica. Get reading. Now look, listen. And you know what? We got. Do you want to do it now, Monty, or you want to? Are you ready? Because you got two of these things.
Get it the fuck over with. Let's just.
Okay. Do you want me to put them in the Skype chat? Is that the easiest way?
Yeah. Put them in the fucking Skype chat. Fuck you. Fuck you for all of this.
First off, it was because of your lewd sex acts that I came to exist, and I appreciate that. Okay, I appreciate you abandoning condoms so I could be here with us today.
I'm not even. Nope. You not today.
Also, live action animation is hanging out with us in the chat. She's another one that also don't like wearing condoms, and she just had a baby. So everybody, show some love to my baby sister.
Yeah, what's up, live action animation? At least you're on my side, right? Right? You know what's up. You're gonna defend me, unlike Miss D and Drees, who wouldn't be on the show if me and Zoe didn't coordinate it, but they come here and take Hannibal's side. I see how it is.
They taking the side of truth and justice, bro, right. Hamilton. Okay?
I see how it is. Yeah.
Part thesis.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey man, I don't support child abuse. Okay.
Look, okay. All right. Okay. Thank you.
That's why I'm not cool with Vaughn.
And Von Helton is a black belt in mall karate, okay? So he can break up to 3 planks of wood at a time, okay?
Damn, LA Anime, I would defend you if you made deadlines. Shit! Oh, you cut me deep.
Yeah, yes, he said Larry from OAW said, so damn, Monty's old enough to be Hannibal's father? Damn, that's old.
No,
like, look.
No, Larry, you shut the fuck up too. Larry, sit down.
Yeah. See, that's why he was talking reckless about Warren Easton, because back in his day, there was a beef between his school and what. That's what it is. He's bringing up old shit. All right, it's what he's doing. But you know what? We're not gonna worry about that. To our lovely producer Zoe, could you go full screen for Dad, please?
No, stop.
He once dated the entire women's Scandinavian volleyball team at one time. Will Chamberlain lived vicariously through his accomplishments. His dreadlocks alone have experienced more than a lesser man's entire body. He is fluent in all languages that white women speak. He is the mahogany throat, the pumpkin spice panty dropper, the Egyptian demigod. He is the most interesting artist in New Orleans. He is Monty. Stay thirsty, white ladies.
I did that for you. Happy Father's Day, Daddy. Why won't you love me?
I thought we were done with this after the last episode. Like, why are we?
No, but bro, I spent 2/3 of our YouTube earnings to get this great intro made for you.
Oh, fuck you. And anybody in the chat that I see laughing, all the laughing emojis, you're all blocked. I'm blocking all of you. Block. Zoe, block them all. Block them. Fuck y'all. All right. What is this from? And really, Christopher Turton, you're gonna start like that? Hang on, let me get my fucking phone. Oh, I hate all of you so hard right now. Okay. This is from Christopher Turton. Daddy, are you awake? Shani asks as she leant over Monty's body, pulling into his ear. Her tongue twitching just an inch away, already eager to lick inside him. Fuck you! Lifting the soft sheet away from his ebony skin, Shani couldn't help but gasp at his and it just stops. It just ends right there.
Yeah, just like Border City, it ends on a cliffhanger, man. It just leaves you hard in anticipation for more. What's the next one we got?
Oh, I hate y'all. All right. What's the next one? This is from Hypothesis. The handcuffed Kamala needed to feel the electricity that Mike would give her. The VP unveiled his lightning rod and stated, "Understand why I can't be with women who aren't my wife." So suddenly, a loud buzz filled the air. Even flies wondered, how can he zap? What? I don't get it. You lost me. You
know what?
Get me off this fucking screen. Get me off this fucking screen.
No. Wait a minute. We got one more.
damn it! And it's Alan Reyes. Fuck you, Alan Reyes. I need a sip for this. Shit.
Check the Skype chat.
I hate y'all. I was gonna say, can we move it to $10? But he gave us $10. Fuck. All right. Shaniqua Lust, not Shanny, shoved a rod of beads up Oxhorn's brown dot. What the fuck? She pushed a button that made the beads loose and the blades stick out from them. What the fuck? She yanked them out and tore him a new one.
Oh.
You know what? Alan Reyes, that was the best one tonight. That's good. I can leave this screen on a high note. Thank you, Alan Reyes. Thank you. All right. Fuck you for that intro. Fuck you for this segment existing. Your fault.
Mama said you was the best sex she ever had too, bro. She said that you ruined her cervix. What she said.
All right. Look. Before we get into the show, what's your mom's name, Hannibal?
You want me to say my mom's name on the air, just for everybody to
I mean, you know, if I fucked her, I'd like to know her name.
Oh, you know her name. She's the only black woman you ever had sex with.
Oh, I hate you. I hate you so much. Oh, I hate you so much. All right. Enough of that. Before I kick Hannibal's ass live on a show, like it's about to be Street Fighter.
No, come on. We agreed no more spankings if I got good grades.
You know what, Zoe? Pull up the fucking gaming stream and load up Clay Fighters again. I'm gonna have to whoop this nigga's ass right now.
Nobody gets that reference anymore, Dad. It was too long ago. Anyway, welcome to Hannibal Monty Shit Show. I'm Hannibal the Beat Animal. That's my dad, Monty, over there. We are joined by Miss D, the literal better half of Dragnot Sylvester, the king of the light skins, Lord of the Dragoons, and we are joined by Dries from Black Guy TV. And this episode is all about black people like heavy metal too.
That's right. Even though I saw somebody in the chat challenging earlier, which is why I tweeted that I picked Avenged Sevenfold, and it's still metal. Fuck you.
You know what? I'm glad. Who was it? Someone or was it somebody specifically in the chat?
Somebody specifically. I can't remember who it was.
All right, yeah. Because look, I think there's a debate there to be had about whether Avenged Sevenfold is in fact heavy metal. So let's we'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Yeah, look. I will fight. I will fight you on it. Let's go. Let's fight.
Okay.
Look. Miss D's giggling. It sounds like she's on Team Hannibal with this.
You're not gonna like me after the show. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm like, look, listen. I wish he fought as hard to get me on holidays as he fought to keep this Avenged Sevenfold album on. Shit, okay. I just want your approval, Dad. No, all right, let's go. Okay, let's just go.
All right,
that's actually of all the things we got from Nuka Zeus. That's gonna be my favorite.
We should let that shit just die. But you keep bringing it back up. You know, put some respect on my name, Hannibal. Like I keep saying, put some respect on
my name too. Technically, I'm Junior.
See, you're trying to make because people know your name. Not many people know mine. You're trying to make me say my name here.
They know the name I have listed online because, we wanted to keep our lineage, I actually discovered he was my dad through 23andMe, so. Just find out.
All right. And we're going to run this show a little bit different. This will be one segment. Hannibal already fucked it up by adding the fucking Monty Erotica segment. I planned it this way. I was like, Hannibal, this is a one-segment show.
Gotcha.
And he's like, gotcha. That's what he said on the phone. Then he throws Monty Erotica in. He's like, all right, Monty Erotica. Like, Hannibal, Monty Erotica is another segment. So
it's not a segment so much as it is a fan appreciation. It's fan service.
All right, we're not fighting like this on the show, but we're gonna do this as the one segment show. So we might as well play the fucking intro for that segment and get right into Have You Heard This Shit? Let's go. Here we go.
Hey, wake up! Wake your punk ass up.
Who are you?
Have you heard this shit?
Collard green. Okay, all right.
We missed it. And that was Arthur W. Thank you for subscribing.
Yes, thank you for subscribing, Arthur. Like I said, if you haven't already, click the like, share, subscribe button. You will get plunger points. You can use those plunger points. And whoever has the most plunger points at the end of the month will get a cool item from our merch store or something. We don't know what we're gonna give you yet, but it's gonna be cool. So make sure you. And look, let's do it right now. Miss D, Drees, you guys both have 500 plunger points to bestow amongst the viewers as you see fit. So everybody in the chat, feel free to make sure you be clever and suck up to Miss D and Drees so they can give you those plunger points.
There you go. There you go.
Because plunger points just like regular. Yeah,
we have a guest in our chat.
Yeah, he's on the last show.
Oh shit! What's up, Nuka? What's up,
Nuka Zeus?
Yes, welcome.
Hope you're feeling dark today, my friend.
Yes, yes. We're about to get into some music right now. We're gonna talk some music shit, and the first album is this one right here.
Nuka Zeus?
Wait, what?
I think he's posting.
He said, you sent us a video or you posted a video?
He might have posted a video.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, we probably won't get to it on this show because this show is focused on this music shit right now. But we'll check it out. I'm on it.
I was about to say something messed up. Anyway.
All right. So, the first album we're talking about is this one here, Metallica-Master of Puppets. We're going in chronological order like we do with comic book movies. And this album came out, what was the date? March 3rd, 1986. Mm-hmm. So Hannibal, you want to take it like we normally do?
Yes.
Yeah,
I was wondering why you were stepping all on my toes. I was like, all right, Dad doesn't like the way I've been handling it, so he's gonna handle it himself. All right. So
wait. Fuck you, Nuka Zeus, for that. Fuck you for that, Nuka Zeus.
Okay.
There you go.
You see how angry Dad is at me now, Nuka Zeus. Ever since you called him out on the shit, now he doesn't want to claim ownership. You know what I'm saying? Perpetuating all those negative black stereotypes, Dad. Fucked up, man. Fucked up.
All right, continue.
I just want your love, brother. That's all I want. So anyway, we'll be talking. The first two albums we'll be talking about are both from the act Metallica. Now, if you've been living under a rock for the last 10,000 years, or you just don't know who Metallica is, let's go ahead and do that now. Move screen. Get out the way. There we go. Metallica is an American heavy metal band. The band was formed in 1981 in Los Angeles by vocalist / guitarist James Hetfield. There you go. And drummer Lars Ulrich. I'm not as big a Lars fan.
Yeah. I think you mispronounced it as James Hetfield. There you go.
I apologize. See, I'm not too old to learn from my past. There you go. James Hetfield. And drummer Lars Ulrich, and has been based in San Francisco for most of his career. The band's fast tempos, instrumentals, and aggressive musicianship made them one of the founding Big Four bands of thrash metal, alongside Megadeth and
fuck you, Nuka Zeus. Fuck you. I just clicked that link. Fuck you. No, don't look at it, Hannibal. Fuck you, Nuka Zeus. I'm not gonna tell you where he sent it. Keep going. Fuck you.
Metallica's current lineup comprises of founding members and primary songwriters Hetfield and Ulrich, longtime lead guitarist Kirk Hammett, and bassist Robert Trujillo. Is it Trujillo or Trujillo? And Rob T. There you go. So all right, so yeah, that's Metallica. Metallica has earned a giant fan base in the underground community and won critical acclaim with his first live album. With his first live albums, the band's third album, Master of Puppets, was described as one of the heaviest and most influential thrash metal albums. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and transition right there to talking about Master of Puppets. Master of Puppets is the third album from American heavy metal band Metallica, released on March 3rd, 1986. Damn, that album's old as shit. By Elektra Records, recorded in Denmark at Sweet Silence Studios with producer Flemming Rasmussen. All right, had to make sure I said it right. It was the band's last album to feature bassist Cliff Burton, who died in a bus accident in Sweden during the album's promotional tour. The album's artwork, designed by Metallica and Peter Minch and painted by I'm not going to talk about that because I want Monty to talk about that. Yes. Master of Puppets peaked at number 29 on the Billboard 200 and received widespread critical acclaim from critics who praised the music and its political lyrics. It is widely considered to be one of the greatest and most influential heavy metal albums of all time and is credited with consolidating the American thrash metal scene. It was certified 6 times platinum by the recording industry, by the RIAA in 2003 for shipping 6 million copies in the United States, and was later certified 6 times platinum in Canada as well. Look, this album is beloved by the critics. Like, All Music gave it 5 out of 5 stars. The Chicago Tribune gave it 4 out of 4 stars. Collector's Guide to Heavy Metal gave this album a perfect 10 out of 10. The Encyclopedia for Pop Music gave it 4 out of 5 stars. The Great Rock Discography gave it a 9 out of 10. Kerrang! Magazine gave it 5 stars. Rolling Stone gave it 5 out of 5 stars. And they didn't give 5 stars to Thriller, okay? This album is beloved for a lot of people. It's got a lot of accolades. It's got a lot of legacy.
I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way.
Fuck you, Alan Reyes.
Alan Reyes, is that another Monty Radica? Yes! That's my nigga. That's my nigga right there. I fuck with you, Alan Reyes. Is that another one? I'm not sure. I don't see it.
It looks like it is.
Yes, it is.
It looks like it is.
We'll get into
this after this between albums.
You know, Monty has to have his brief refractory period, and then he can jump back into it. So,
I hate you. So continue. Where were you? Let's keep this shit on point.
So look, but before so the way we normally do these album reviews, and we want everybody that's heard this album to chime in. So chime the fuck in, right?
Yes. Yes, this is audience participation. All these questions apply to y'all. Y'all are part of this discussion. So
absolutely,
yeah, let's have it.
So look, before we get into it, like normally Monty will talk about the artwork, I'll talk about the production, then we'll go around talking about our standout tracks, talking about a little bit about the project. But today I want to start this a little bit differently. Not a great change.
Okay.
This was Miss D's album choice.
Yeah.
So each one of us picked an album. Miss D, this was your choice. What made you pick Master of Puppets as your choice of album?
First, I really do like 80s metal a lot. Metallica kind of was kind of the start of this type of metal music. And I was torn between this or Ride the Lightning. I wasn't kind of going back and forth, but I decided to go with this album because they had a lot to prove in this album. I mean, they really went in. Like you could hear the confidence, the cockiness, the boldness. Plus, this was Cliff's may he rest in peace, last album, and I'm pretty biased to Cliff, so.
All right.
Ooh,
all right. So
okay.
you're one of those Cliff people. All right. Keep
Yes,
going.
I love Cliff.
All right.
Absolutely.
Fair enough. Keep going. I don't want to interrupt.
Oh, that's all for right now.
All right. Fair enough.
Okay. So that being said, Monty, what do you think of this album artwork? What do you think about the artwork for Metallica's Master of Puppets?
The artwork for Metallica's Master of Puppets is fucking amazing. Like,
really? Talk about it. Let's talk about it.
It's some of the best art. It looks hand painted. I don't know if it is. I assume it is. But I love the layout for it. And if you look close, the cross all the way to the left side of the screen has a helmet sitting on it, which sets it off from all the others. This cover does what it needs to do. Its focal point is actually the center, which draws you to all the crosses. And then when you step back and look, you see the logo and the hands holding the puppet strings on the dead people in the cemetery. It's so well composed. This album cover, you could probably teach a graphic design lesson on it. It's fucking beautiful. It's just great. I have no critiques on it. I can't think of what can be done to make this better. This album cover is perfect.
Okay. And look, everybody in the chat, chime in. Let us know what you guys think of the cover. You know what I'm saying? It's not just Monty. Everybody chime in. Let us know what you guys think. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So what did you think of the production, Hannibal?
So this wasn't the first album I heard from Metallica. I think the first album I heard from them might have been And Justice for All, followed by no, I'm lying. I think Reload might have been my first album, but this was one of the first albums I heard from them. So for me, I was raised by my grandmother because Monty. Well, anyway, so I was raised by my grandmother. And I was raised in one of them households of black people that go to church a whole bunch, and it was like, that music is devil music. You're listening to the devil. He's convincing you to do things and kill people and eat babies and QAnon and MAGA and just all kinds of dumb shit. I don't know. My grandma, she was ahead of her time. I don't know. So,
your grandmother was talking shit about QAnon back then? Shit,
it's crazy, man. Listen. They've been at it for a while. Okay, you got to learn to read between the lines, Marty. Basically, I was raised that this type of music was bad music. This was the evil, go to hell music, and I listened to it. And I was like, man, you reaching like a motherfucker. Like, there's none of that shit is in this shit. You were connecting dots that are not there. And my uncle actually got me hip to all of the rock music and the heavy metal music that I listened to, because he used to give me AC/DC and Ozzy Osbourne and Led Zeppelin and Deep Purple and Megadeth and Metallica. And so this was one of the first albums that I got a chance to hear. And look, the production on this album this is the definition of 80s thrash metal. Like, it is that. It's got and it's got all the variations. It's got speed thrash, it's got your screaming shit, it's got your slow shit. Like, it all mixes together. And what's so great about this album is, and I thought about this while I was listening to it earlier today. There are essentially 4 instruments on this entire project. There are 4 sounds that you can distinctly hear, and really it's 3. But you got 2 types of guitars, a bass and a drum. That's it, right? These motherfuckers found a way to give you 55 minutes of music, with 4 motherfucking instruments that do not vary that much. Okay? Like, whether they give it to you fast, they give it to you slow, they like the drums is double time, the drums, it doesn't matter. They found a way to take 4 single instruments and fucking create a fantastic and layered sound. It's incredible.
Yeah.
You know, like at a certain point, you'd be like, after like 5 or 6 songs, you'd be like, all right, I've heard this. Give me something else. But no, they found a way, song after song, to just keep that shit going. It's pretty fucking. Like I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I could. If you gave me 4 instruments and say, hey, you have 4 sounds, I need you to make 60 minutes of music. Like I don't know how to do that and not make it, not without. Like,
I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way.
I got you, Kamal. Kamal says, Master of Puppets actually turned me on to heavy metal. I still don't know the difference between the two, though. I just know what I like. And you know what? And Kamal, I'm in the same ballpark with you as well. Look, the production is dope. Let's get into this album. Yeah. Monty, Miss D, Black Guy TV. Should ladies go first? Do we go ladies first?
Well, I think so. Look, I see.
I see how. You know what? I'm seeing how you did it now, because we go clockwise from Miss D.
There you go. See, she picked it. Let's go. Let's see what she's got.
I got you. Okay, Miss D, what'd you think of this album?
I really enjoyed the album. Now, could I say that it's like, for me, perfect? Like 10 out of 10? No.
Okay.
But I it's one of those albums that I always go to. Like, I don't know how many times I've listened to the album, but it's definitely one of my favorites. Which is hard, because when it comes to metal music, and I was talking to Black Eye about this, or Black Eye TV, Black Eye.
Yeah.
3 of us.
Yeah. I talk to black guys sometimes too, Miss D.
I talk to a lot of black guys. You know how that goes. I was telling him, when it comes to metal music, though I like metal music, it's really hard for me to find like an album that I can actually sit down and listen to from start to finish without skipping.
Yeah.
Songs. Like, it's hard. And this is one of those albums that I can go back to and listen to it, even though I might not like every song on there. But it is an album that, it's my go-to if I just need to just listen to metal, or if I'm just in a Metallica mood or what have you.
All right. I'm always curious to hear people's Metallica picks, because they're all different and everybody is somewhat passionate about their pick. Like, if you challenge them, if you mention another album, they will fight you on that shit.
So I end up fighting with people on my pick, and I see me and Heather Holderness are going to argue about this already, because my favorite Metallica.
In me.
Yeah. I was going to say mine.
I'm gonna have to fight you on this.
But I see that. And I think that's similar to people saying that the Migos are not rap. They are. They are. You might not like them, but they are.
Okay. Miss D, you got any standout tracks? Or do we want to just get everybody's opinion first and then get standouts after?
No. Let's get our standouts. We can do it all.
Yeah. What are your standouts, Miss D?
Okay.
On Metallica's Master of Puppets.
Battery.
Yes.
Horse, Master of Puppets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The thing that should not be. Disposable Heroes, Damage Inc., and Orion. So that's it.
Okay.
Those are my.
So look, we got a lot of the same standouts on this project too.
I got the same shit listed on mine, so those are my standouts. Fuck, we're in sync on this. Check that shit out.
Pretty close on that one too.
Yeah.
I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way.
What?
Wait, Alan Ray. Steve Irwin is just the guy that went around poking animals, so I wasn't surprised when one of them said, fuck you, and killed his ass. TJ Kirk. TJ said that? Also, who is TJ Kirk?
He's an atheist.
Yes. That's who G-Man said that we should yell at instead of shaming.
The guy who he forgave for saying the N-word, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know. So wait, that guy that he forgave is Shani? Oh, he forgave multiple guys for saying the N-word.
Multiple white people that said it. Yeah.
All right, look, listen. Forgiveness is in his nature. I've heard. You know, I think it's somewhere either God or Jesus said that. So.
Unless you're black.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
unless you're black, then he won't forgive you.
Yeah. He's a coon. Anyways,
I believe you. Look, Miss D said everything. Like, look, I hadn't listened to this album in a really long time, and I can remember listening to this album in college, trying to find different things to sample, because I always wanted to make a beat out of the intro to Battery, and I never could, and it always pissed me off. Like, I feel like if I attacked it now, I could really knock that shit out the park, even though Metallica refuses to clear any fucking samples at all, which is a whole other thing. Look, my standouts is also Battery, also Master of Puppets, also Orion. I actually love Sanitarium, Welcome Home, and Leper Messiah.
All right.
And the funny thing is, I never liked Leper Messiah. Like, that was always one of them songs that I skipped over. And I was listening to it today, and I was like,
you stepped into Drag Nuts territory. I'm the mob, nigga.
That was Lord Jamarcus.
Yes. He said, "Oh, I thought you were about to read it. The way you led into it." He says, "I have to catch the rest of this later. But I implore everyone watching this, check out the Metallica S&M live album if you get a chance. It's the single greatest thing I've ever listened to." Lord Jamarcus, and he said that in the chat as well, that his favorite Metallica album is the live S&M album. I don't know if I've heard the live S&M album.
I have not.
I'm not big on live albums.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah,
I'd rather be there. I don't want to listen to it.
And I'm going to get into that a little bit when we come around to me. But yes,
because live albums don't count. When people talk about the best albums, you just don't count live albums. Everybody knows that. It's understood. But you know, whatever.
Y'all, look. Those of you that have followed the show from early on, you know what he's doing, and we are not going to engage. Just do not engage. Do not engage.
Nope. Not at all. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. So, Papa Bear, what were your standouts on this?
Who's Papa Bear?
You are.
I mean, you talking to Drees?
Come on, man. Drees too young to be my dad.
I don't know who else is here. Like, fuck you, Nukazus. I see what you did. You know, since we can't find this Papa Bear, I'll just go ahead and look. I'm with Miss D on the standouts. But I will say this: I enjoyed the fuck out of this album. And this is where and we won't really get into it until more Metallica comes up. But I enjoyed those songs. This is a really fun album to listen to. I listened to this album a lot and enjoyed it, but the sound for me is a little too, I can't put my finger on what it is, but it's a little too.
Look here, you stepped into Drag Nuts territory. I'm the mob, nigga.
Right. It was so perfectly timed. Like I don't know if you did that on purpose or not.
I did.
Christopher Turton wants to know, what do you guys think of Iron Maiden? # Monty is Hannibal's dad. And you know what? He's right. You are. So what do you think of Iron Maiden?
I will not answer any questions with that hashtag in it. So
okay,
but
okay. What do you think of Iron Maiden?
I don't mind Iron Maiden. I've never been a big fan. And I've never really given Iron Maiden a chance, to be honest, because it was the same thing as Marilyn Manson for me back in high school, where it was I never gave Marilyn Manson a chance because Marilyn Manson fans in my school were little pieces of shit, and I didn't want anything to do with anything they had to do with. So it's like, fuck you,
like
fuck the band you love. Yes. Like, fuck you, fuck the band you love. But, no, but, yeah, you want to chime in on the Iron Maiden thing before I finish with this?
No. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Right.
I was like going to chime in on the... I was gonna chime in on the TJ Kirk thing, but you know, go ahead.
Oh, there's a whole story behind that. Like, not that we don't like TJ Kirk, but it is a whole thing. But No, this album, to me, it doesn't have that sound that I look for in music that I fucking cling to. This is not an album that ever stuck with me. Though I can recognize it's not a bad album, it's just not for me. I like a more, for lack of a better word, processed sound on an album. Like I like something that sounds a lot cleaner than this sounds. But I enjoyed the fuck out of this song, this album. So that's where I stand on Master of Puppets. So there we go. Who's next? Who's next?
I guess me.
All right, Dries, take it.
All right. Well, first off, I listened to Hannibal's Metallica album first, and we'll talk about that later. So, when I started listening, I started listening to this one. I'm like, here we go again.
Oh, we're gonna be some fighting motherfuckers in here tonight. I can tell. Well, all right, but continue.
Well, see, the thing is, I know Metallica is like metal caviar. You know what I'm saying? So. And I listened to little singles. Like I'm kind of like Miss D. Like I got a particular ear. So a song gotta hit me. Like everything the music gotta hit me. The vocals gotta hit me. What they talking about gotta hit me. And if it don't hit me right, I don't want to hear it. So I go into it and Battery starts. I'm like, God damn. Okay, next song. God damn. All right, next song. God damn. Okay, because I kind of came into metal around like new metal. So like when dudes is kind of like yelling, screaming and shit, So I kind of came into it to that. So, and these guys, I guess they scream, but not like motherfucker like, Corey Taylor does on Slipknot and shit, So
right. Yeah. It's a whole different, the genre has evolved into something more.
Yeah,
and I want to talk about that after we get to Master of Puppets.
All right,
I'm gonna double back to that because it's a good conversation topic that we should have about it. Because look, and I'm gonna just put it out there right now. There's a lot of people that listen to heavy metal that say that Metallica is not metal. Okay,
and that's look. I want to no. That's the thing that happens with a lot of things that classifies as metal. You say, oh, I like this, and there is a fucking gang of people over here that'll go, no, that's not metal. Fuck you. Yes, it is. It's the same, and it's the same as what I said before. People that say the fucking Migos aren't rap music. Yes, the fuck they are.
Hold on.
Just don't like
Did y'all
it.
hear the double bass in this motherfucker? I mean, it was going off, and then the guitar solos and shit. How that ain't metal?
No, Heather Holderness. How is it not metal anymore? You can't go from being metal to not metal. That makes no fucking sense. I'm gonna challenge you on this. We can't the genre can't be that fucking fluid. It is what it is. It might have become, there might be a new subgenre that's harder, but that's still metal.
That's like saying the Sugar Hill Gang ain't rap.
Yes.
What I mean? Like,
yeah.
Anyways, let me finish up. Well, anyways, so I was,
look, we're all fighting. Us in the chat. Let's go. Let's go.
I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't expecting much, but I was like, because I like little singles and stuff. Like I listen to singles more, I guess, than whole albums, because half the time I won't make it through the album. But yeah, man, I like Battery, Master of Puppets, The Things That Should Not Be, Welcome Home. The next two I skipped, Orion and Damage. I didn't like. I could listen to them, but they didn't catch me. Like, so like what? 6 out of the 8 songs. I was like, God, let me save these. So I get an album I give it like a 8.5 out of 10. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, there you go. All right. So yeah, we're not gonna judge whether this shit is metal. Look, wait, no.
Look, that's the conversation that we're going to have at something we have it right now. We have it after.
But and also I'm seeing because I'm watching the chat too. But isn't a hair band still a metal band with big hair? Like there was a specific sound for metal right then.
See, and that's what's going to end up happening is what are the elements that need to be present in a song for that song to be considered metal, and then go for it.
But I think what's happening here is, which is why I keep bringing up the Migos and mumble rap. these subgenres pop up that fall under the main heading. It's fucking metal. It's just, you know, they're a hair band. It's a subgenre of metal. That's still metal. You might not like that metal. I'm sorry to say, it's fucking metal.
Let me say something. See, that's why I picked the album I picked. Because Miss D knows the band I really wanted to pick. But I had people outside talking shit. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to pick something you can't deny ain't fucking metal. That's a good album I like.
See,
you know?
And that's what I like about you, Dries. You're safe. Monty is not. I picked some shit I knew people were going to try and fight me on. Come get me. I ain't scared of you.
Damn, that make me want to shit. I want to argue too.
Yeah, look. I love all of y'all in the chat, but like Bernie Mac said, I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
All right, I see you, Daddy. There you go. He's ready for that shit. He's ready for some shit. All right, look.
I love all of you, but I ain't scared.
And look, I was having a conversation with my roommates a second ago about this. We were talking about it's like what is metal? Like, how does that? I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. Yes. Mr. Martha J says Ms. D equals Kobe, drag equals Kwame Brown. Dad, I know you don't watch sports, but that is very funny. Okay.
I'm not gonna respond to you when you call me that. I'm just gonna.
No, that's okay.
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna look down. I'm gonna look down and let there be awkward silence for a second, and then I'm gonna address Miss D or Black Guy TV.
I had to teach myself how to hoop, Dad. Okay, wasn't nobody.
Yeah. So Black Guy TV, you like this album, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very much.
See, that's how I'm gonna handle this from here on. Hannibal. You see how Dries just engaged me in conversation, and we kept talking and ignored the bullshit you said. That's what's gonna happen.
About you not. So just true or false? Did you teach me how to play basketball?
So Miss D, what? Like, I'm
glad. Did you teach me how to play basketball?
Yeah, Miss D.
That's a simple question. Why are you avoiding my question?
Miss D, I'm glad you picked this album. This is a really good choice. It was a really good choice. Thank you for this. I enjoyed listening to it again. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. Hannibal, what did you think of this album?
I think that you didn't teach me how to play basketball. That's what I think. No, I enjoyed this album. I enjoyed the shit out of this album. And I enjoyed it a lot more now than I did then. When I was younger, I really didn't like speed metal. And so a lot of the speed metal portions of this album, I can remember skipping over when I was younger. And I'm listening to the shit now, and I'm like, man, this shit rocks. This shit is awesome as hell. I see why people shoot up schools when they listen to this shit. This shit makes me Also, don't go shoot up no school when you listen to this shit. All right, just saying. So,
yeah.
No, it's a good. This is a great album. Like fucking Battery, I think is a fantastic intro.
You stepped into drag nuts territory. I'm the mob, nigga.
All right.
Thank you, Christopher Turton. Hold on. Christopher Turton says, ignoring your children only causes resentment, Monty. It does. And then I have to watch all the love and attention he gives my brother and sister, Zoe and Sci-Hi the Beast. You know what I'm saying? I had to make sure I didn't dox my little baby bro. You know what I'm saying? And then he did. That's how he treats me.
Yeah. So I was talking to Dries about some of these albums earlier, and he had some random opinions.
Did he have some random opinions, or are you avoiding having this conversation? You know what? I'm not gonna do this right now. You know what? That's why I call him by his first name, y'all. That's why I call him Monty.
I'm not entertaining any of that shit. Any of that shit. Like Dries showed me some cool edits that he did. Like, why don't you show that shit off more, Dries? Like, that shit looks cool.
Oh, the video? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Not everybody's into anime, I guess. So.
Yeah. like we might need to send you some Hannibal beats and let you do one to a Hannibal beat, and we can share the fuck out of that shit.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah. I was gonna play one on the show, and we derailed. Let's move on to the next album. How about that? let's just
Nice
go on.
segue.
Yeah.
Poor segue, Father. Just wanted you to know that. Poor segue.
Yeah. We're gonna move on to the next one.
Three out of 10.
Yeah.
It's not a 5-star segue, Dan.
And like I said, Miss D, what we're going to talk about right now is Metallica and Justice for All. So here we go, right here.
All right.
This was Hannibal's pick. So Hannibal,
yes. Hold on,
set
let me get to it. I'm getting to it. Just give me a second.
Yeah. See, y'all see what happens? What happens when he tries to lean into a fucking
You see what he happens?
Tries to lean into a fucking joke. Oh, Devil Lad said Lars ruined this album. Shit. Shit.
Did, though.
Oh,
he's not lying.
We'll talk. All right, so here we go.
I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way.
And
yes, Druid Lover said, please listen to the group Heidervolk. I definitely fucked up their name.
Oh, let me check that out.
Yeah, I'm screenshotting that.
He says immigrant song, the Led Zeppelin cover. It blew my mind. You know what?
I just took a screenshot. I'm checking it out tomorrow.
Yeah. Like we definitely want to get all of y'all suggestions because I want to hear some more. I want to hear some more good metal.
Damn.
And you guys definitely more in tune with that. All right. So the next album we're going to talk about is And Justice for All. And Justice for All was the fourth studio album from Metallica. It was released September 7th, 1988 via Elektra Records. It was the first album following the death of bassist Cliff Burton in 1986 and the first to feature his replacement Jason Newsted. Metallica recorded the album with producer Fleming Rasmussen over 4 months in early 1988 at One on One. Oh wow, they recorded this in LA. All right.
Comfort Doll is going to listen to some Scottish pirate metal. Send me some links to that shit. What the fuck is that?
Scottish pirate metal.
I want to hear that. All right, continue, Hannibal. I just looked down at the chat and saw that. I want to know what that sounds like. Send us links, please. All right. Continue.
Yeah, I do want to see what that sounds like. I'm curious. You piqued my interest.
Yeah. Welcome, Burnt Toast. Good to see you in the chat. Continue. Sorry.
Burnt Toast was good. I see you, homie. Let's see. The album features aggressive, complexity, fast tempos, and few verse chorus structures with an often criticized dry and bass-like mix. The lyrical themes of political and legal injustice project through the prisms of censorship, war, and nuclear brinksmanship. The cover is designed by Stephen Gorman, which I'll leave that alone so Monty can talk about that. And Justice for All was also acclaimed by music critics. It was included in the Village Voices annual Paz and Jop Critics poll as one of the year's best albums. It was nominated for a Grammy in 1989. Controversially losing to Jethro Tull in the ill-fated Best Hard Rock Metal Performance Vocal or Instrumental category.
Here, you stepped into drag nuts territory. I'm the mob, nigga.
Oh yeah.
He says, guys, skin dread. They are tits.
All right.
They got a Jamaican lead singer. Yeah.
See,
okay.
I'm gonna have a list of shit when this is over.
I feel like before the
Monty, I sent you one of my little videos. Remember? And it had the Jamaican dude, Nobody.
Yes. Yeah, all right. That's what that was. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Awesome. All right. Cool. All right. That'll work. See. I'm learning.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see. It was the first underground album. They say it peaked at number 6 on the Billboard Top 200. It's certified 8 times platinum. So look, that's And Justice for All. And this album also got high marks, mostly across the board, not as high as Master of Puppets. All Music gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. Metal Forces gave it 10 out of 10. Pitchfork gave it a 9.3 out of 10. Q Magazine gave it a 4 out of 5. Rock Hard Magazine gave it a 9.5 out of 10. Rolling Stone gave it 4 out of 5. So you guys have the idea of the project. The album is, very. It got good critical acclaim. It did a little bit better than the last album in terms of sales. But wait, I'm sorry, we got to do this the right way. So I picked this album, and the reason I picked this album is I've always been a fairly decently sized Metallica fan. I wouldn't say that I'm a big fan, but I'm a fairly decent sized Metallica fan. They're one of the few bands that I haven't seen live, and I really, really want to see them live. They actually did like a pop up show in Atlanta a few years ago, and I was out driving Uber, and it was like all these people were coming out of the SunTrust Park, and I was like, man, what's going on here tonight? I knew it because it wasn't baseball season. I was like, what's going on? And it was like, oh, Metallica had a concert. It's like, what the? Like, damn, I can't believe that. Like, y'all gotta understand, I've seen everybody live. I've seen so many artists live from all genres. You know, like I saw the Grateful Dead when Jerry Garcia was still alive. I've seen the Eagles a bunch of times, seen Fleetwood Mac, I've seen Bon Jovi, I've seen Billy Joel, seen Elton John, I've seen Billy Joel and Elton John together, I've seen Pavarotti, seen Celine Dion, seen all these motherfuckers. I didn't see everybody. You know, and I've never seen Metallica, so they are on my bucket list. And for the longest time, I would always tell people that I think the Black Album is their best album, and Justice for All was my favorite Metallica album. And I'm gonna double back to that in a second because I have some thoughts and ideas and change of perspective now. So I'll come back to that in a second. Monty, what do you think of the album artwork for and Justice for All?
I love this album art, and what happened while looking at these, I went back and looked at all of the Metallica album art. Metallica, from way back in the day, even until now, has a great eye for album art. Like, all of their shit is on point. This album cover is fucking incredible. Like, look at what's happening here. Lady Justice is tied up and falling apart. And then ellipses, Justice for All. Like, come the fuck on. This album, this cover says it all if you look at it. This is, all their album covers are works of art. Just fucking beautiful. I have zero notes. Well done. Put the album on, Metallica. You're good to go.
Yeah.
Zero notes. So there you go. There you go. That's where I am. Production?
Yeah, look, the biggest thing for me with this album is the unconventional style of writing on this. Like, they didn't use traditional formats to put their songs together. So it's like you might have some songs that'll be like a verse and no chorus, or some songs that's a chorus and just instrumental afterwards. And I thought that was super dope. I mean, there were other acts at the time that were doing that, so Metallica didn't create that style. But as a creator, and this is before I was actually writing and creating my own music and my own melodies and stuff. But I always thought those unconventional formats for songs are great. And I still love those songs. I always thought like the Carpenters, don't you remember you told me you love me, baby, that Luther Vandross covered, I think that song works because of the unconventional format of that song. Kashmir from Led Zeppelin is one of those like oddly formatted songs that it doesn't follow a conventional pattern. Rush from Tom Sawyer from Rush is an unconventional format, and it fucking works.
Yeah,
and I think that when a lot of times when we listen to music, we expect certain things to happen at certain junctures. Like when you listen to it for a certain amount of time, you're like, okay, I expect something to change here or something to happen there. And one of the things that I loved about not only this album but all the albums that we listened to, the Slipknot album and the Avenged Sevenfold album, is that whenever I thought I could predict where the music was gonna go next, it always went somewhere else. And that's one of the things that I think that you get from quality metal that you don't necessarily get, and not just that makes it stand out above over other genres. Like that's the thing that I think they should hang their musicianship on. It's like, yeah, if your ears think they can predict where we're going with this, your ears are fucking wrong. They are in for a surprise. These motherfuckers are hitting you with the From Dusk Till Dawn every time you listen to a song.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't get that with rap music. You very rarely get that with other genres of music. But with metal, they make it a point to surprise your ears every time.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that needs to be talked about and appreciated. All right. That being said, now let me do this as we go around and talk about the album. I have a confession to make, everybody, to Monty, Miss D, and to Black Guy TV. Dad would always punish me when I didn't do my homework, And unfortunately, I'm gonna have to take my punishment today, guys, because I listened to Miss D's album, I listened to Black Guy TV's album, I listened to Dad's album, of course, because you know it's my dad. I love him. You, Monty, you, Mr. Smith, you,
whatever.
You know, which technically makes me Will Smith if you think about it. But that's that explains why I'm dripping with overconfidence.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I ain't going back and forth with this nigga tonight.
But in me doing all the running around that I had to do today, Monty knows because I had to do like way too much shit from last night to today. I didn't get a chance to actually sit down and give this album a hard listen. I didn't get past where did I stop? Doesn't matter. I didn't get super far past one. So unfortunately, as much as I would love to get into a great discussion about this album, I cannot participate in it the way I want to. The only standout I can give you right now is One, because I think that's a fucking great, amazing song. But beyond that, I can't say much else because I didn't get a chance to finish the project, which kind of kicks me in the nuts. So Montavious Porter, what did you think of And Justice for All? Did you have any standouts?
Yeah. This kind of sets it up great because we're gonna go to Drees, then Miss D, and they're probably gonna be pissed at me. So this is gonna be fun. Like, let's go.
He's already anticipating angst and animosity.
Look, I can tell. Look, I can see the looks on their faces right now. You know how when Larry's on, the minute I start talking, he gets this look on his face. It's like, this nigga's about to say some shit that's gonna piss me off. And I'm like, yes, the fuck I am, nigga. Yes, I am. We're about to go, Larry. You and me. Let's do it. They both have that look on their face right now. Both of them. They're ready for it. Am I wrong, Drees and Miss D? Y'all got that look on your face. Am I wrong?
Come through, because I'm probably gonna agree with you.
All right. So let's see.
Go.
Let's see what we got. I'm gonna start with my standouts. My standouts on this: Blackened, And Justice for All, One, The Shortest Straw, Harvester of Sorrow, I fucking love, and To Live Is to Die. Those are my standouts. This album, I fucking love. I remember this album is what we talked about earlier, or I think Hannibal mentioned this, that as, a black kid, I grew up around a bunch of white people, but I still had some black ass family members. And the shit I would bring home and listen to, they're like, what the fuck are you listening to? Like, what are you doing? Why are you listening to this?
And we're black guys in New Orleans, no less. And that needs to be acknowledged. You got to understand, black people in New Orleans listen to exactly 3 types of music. It's like hip hop, R&B, and gospel music. And if it's not one of those things, it's the devil.
Yeah. And like people, this brings me to a question I always get, because y'all only see me on the show. There's a reason why in the intro it says what happens when a mass producer and a headphone wearing comic book artist. Because most people you see online have headphones on. If you run into me in the world, these are on. They're usually like this, but they're always on. There's a reason for that. Because to avoid getting shit from the people around me, these were constantly on my ear. While I was still into the shit everybody around me was into, I was into all the other shit too. This was one of the other shits I was into. This album was, for me, and it actually holds a special place in my heart. I had to separate my feelings from what it was, and I still feel that the two still line up. But this album was the album that was an escape for me. I found this album, fell all the way the fuck in love with it. When Hannibal asked about the album art, I didn't want to go too much into it because I didn't want to derail. But this album art was something I studied while listening to this album. This album, in a lot of ways, changed my life. Not in the way they intended it to, so I had to separate that. But it was a perfect place for me to get away and drift off into some headphones. Nobody knew what I was listening to because I kept the volume low enough that you couldn't hear it if you were close enough. But going away from that, I still think this is a good album. Like the complaint that I had with Master of Puppets, as great as that album is, Master of Puppets is a really great album. I like this one more. I like how sharp the sound is.
Mm-hmm.
This
it's shiny. It's more polished.
Yes, and that I like a nice polish on my music, and Master of Puppets didn't have that for me. I can see its greatness, but it I don't think it rings as loud. This has that ring to it that I love. This is a great album. Like so right now, I'm gonna let y'all watch my list come together. I put in Justice for All above Master of Puppets. That's my list right now of these two albums. Dries, take it.
Monty tried to start. Ooh, I like it. He just walked up to the hornet's nest and kicked that motherfucker. Go ahead.
I love y'all, but I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
All right. Okay. I don't know how to put this. It's not that I didn't like.
Heather
Holder like this album.
Got at me right away. Shit. All right.
It's not that I didn't like this album. Like, okay, I'm gonna just say the two songs I liked. I like Blackened and One. That was it. It's not that. Yeah, and it's not.
I'm gonna shut up.
Let me explain.
No. Keep going. I'm gonna shut up till you're done.
It's not that I didn't like it. Like I told you, it has to be like a perfect formula sometimes in my own head for me to hear it. So while I was listening to it, I was doing other things. Now I'll give you this: the instruments and because I love drums. That's like one of my favorite things, like especially double bass. So that was hitting. The guitar solos and all that shit. That was hitting. But this, I don't know. The rest of it just didn't click with me. So I was listening to it like I could like. How can I say this? I could play that in the background while I was like playing video games or something and be fine hearing it. Like I wouldn't be upset if I was at somebody's house and they was playing this album. I wouldn't be like, yo, turn that shit off. You know what I'm saying? like, and we'll get into another album about that later. But I'm not gonna be like, turn that shit off. I can sit there and listen to the whole thing because I like the music in general. Because I can listen to instrumentals too. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, something just didn't click with me with that CD. I don't know what it was, but those two songs stood out when I was listening. But the rest of it, it could be just background music for me. Like I could be playing Doom and they'd be playing. I'm like, oh shit, I like this drums and shit, and that'd be it. But like if I had to give it a number, I'd give it. Yeah, even though I only like two songs on it, I still give it like a 6 or a 7. I mean, I still enjoyed listening to it. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like it didn't just click. That's it.
Okay. It's funny because your complaint. I thought you were gonna not like the album, but I thought you were gonna not like it for a whole different reason. So.
And what was that?
Well, I'm gonna get to that in a second. Miss D, what did you think of this album? Did you have any standouts? Let's talk about. Look, let me tell y'all something. The other day we was on the Geek Room. It was me. It was Monty.
Look. Like Hannibal likes to say about me, like an ex-girlfriend, Hannibal's bringing up old shit.
No, listen. Look, okay, it was me, Monty, Dries from Black Guy TV, and Miss D's worst half, the king of the king of the drag.
You gonna take that drag? Look,
the Lord of the Light Skins.
If you want to review some Hannibal videos, I got some for you because I'm working on some shit.
Well, yeah, you've had them since birth, nigga. You've been just sitting on these shits. Look, so it was me, Dad, Dries, and Miss D's worst half, the King of the Light Skins, Lord of the Light Skins, King of the Dragoons, Dragnot Silvers. We were hanging out with Frank from the Geek Room. We were watching a cameo video that we all put in for, and while we were there, we were trying to figure out, hey, what are the albums that we're going to pick to listen to for this episode? So Monty said, oh, I picked this Avenged Sevenfold album. And Dries was like, oh, I picked this Slipknot album. And I said, oh, I'm picking Justice for All from Metallica. And Miss D was in the background. And I could hear the finger waving and the neck swinging. I was getting called all kind of motherfuckers. I could listen. I have dated nothing but black women in my life, okay? So I know that disappointment when I hear it.
Look,
okay?
y'all see how he took a shot at me while going at her. That's
What-
look. 10 out of 10 on that sub jab you gave while going at Miss D. Keep going, Andy.
I don't even know.
That was good.
I don't even know what I did just now.
That was
Okay?
good.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Good. I see what you did.
So yeah, and then she was like, "Look, listen, I've had enough black women be disappointed in me for me to recognize that sound. You know, even through different states, I can overhear that shit. So let's talk about it, Miss D. What did you think of this album?
Well, I'm trying to think.
She about to light my ass up, y'all. She just get ready.
I'm just trying to figure out where to even start. Okay, so 2 tracks, Blackened and Eye of the Beholder. Okay. All right. Now, the one thing that I do like about the album, I do like how the music comes in low and it builds up. I like little details like that. That might just be the band geek in me, you know, musician in me. But I do like the little details of that. However, oh boy, they did Jason wrong. Okay, Lars and I'm gonna even throw James under the bus. Look,
go into
Jason
detail about this because
wrong.
Yeah, keep going.
Okay, so I like Metallica 80s stuff. And I mentioned earlier that I was a big fan of Cliff. Like, you can't deny it. Dude was talented. He was amazing on the bass.
Mm-hmm.
And it's unfortunate what happened. You know, he died in a freak accident. And right when that happened, it's like they just were like, still kind of, you know, they were in their 20s, and we all know when we're in our 20s, we feel like we're on top of the world. We feel like what's the word that I'm looking for? Like nothing can stop us. We get a little, you know, we just feel like nothing can happen. Yeah, invincible. Thank you. And they witnessed their best friend die like that. It's just horrible. You know, they were in their early 20s, and they in denial phase of grieving, and we know we got to move on, we got to continue, and they just went and was like, okay, we got to find a bass player, and they found Jason, who's great. I'm not denying that the dude is not talented. He's talented, but all that anger and bitterness, they put it on Jason, and they did him wrong. There's no bass in this album.
And that's what I thought Drees was gonna bring up. He was like, "Yeah, I didn't like this album. You can't even hit a bass on this shit." And there's an interview from I'm sorry, Ms. D. I hate cutting black women off. So you know, I'm not trying to Tory Lane you. I'm not trying to shoot your toes out from your feet. But I want to share this real fast. Hey. He might be innocent. I don't know. I listened to his album. It was dope. Anyway, at the instruction of James Hetfield and Lars Ulrich, you know, Newsted's bass guitar was made almost inaudible. According to Rasmussen, the producer, he said after Lars and James heard their initial mixes, the first thing they said was take the bass down so you can just like barely hear it. And then once you've done that, take it down another 3 decibels. And he said, and I quote, I have no idea why they wanted that, but it was totally out of my hands.
Yeah, I remember
that.
Yeah. Now, they've said that it was because the bass often obscured the bass lines. I mean, the bass was obscured as the bass lines also doubled the rhythm of the main guitar, and it would make the two instruments undiscernible. It's like, well, if the guitar and the bass are doing the same thing, then it doesn't matter. You know, but it was just like, it was basically like there's no bass on this album.
None.
Yeah, that's the big complaint. Yeah, that's the big complaint about this album. Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, Miss D, are you done? I don't want to cut you off if you have more to say.
No, You
All right,
can
all
go.
right, all right. Because I want to chime in on
Cutting
this.
black women off runs in my family, Miss D. So you got to forgive us. We sorry. Go ahead, Monty.
Anyway, I since nobody's saying anything, what I want to, no, this is an issue I have, like, and this comes from me not knowing this history, and I see a lot of comments about people chiming in about saying names of band members and all this shit. When I heard this album, I heard none of that shit. I heard a great Metallica album. When you hear this backstory, it poisons your opinion of this album. Just like, and look, Ben Collinsworth, if you see this shit, call me and fight me, because you're fucking wrong. He brought up things telling me why Black Panther was fucked up that had to do with fucking production. That doesn't matter when you are creating a piece of art. What matters is the art that comes out at the end. We were talking about the Cosby Show on the pre-show. Bill Cosby, fuck him. The Cosby Show is fucking great.
Yeah.
The art is what the art is. What happened in the background is what the fuck happened in the background. I don't know Cliff. I don't know Chris or whatever the fuck his name was. I know Injustice for All, and I fucking love this album. This album is what it is. Separate the behind-the-scene politics from that album and listen to it with clean ears. That's what I would say to anybody influenced by the politics of what happened behind it. That's the problem with this.
And I agree with you, Monty. And this is going to sound like I'm disagreeing on playing devil's advocate. But imagine somebody that's a huge Metallica fan.
Yeah.
A huge Metallica fan, right? You know everything about the band. You follow, like, just everything they do. And they were doing that in the 80s when, you know, there was no internet. So you had to just go to a nigga house and find out what was going on and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was like, it was a lot harder to do back then. And you stay on top of all this shit, and then the bass player dies. Rest in peace, Cliff. He's awesome. And then the next album comes out, and then it's just like, you know what, man? We finna do this. And it's like, once you know the story and you love the band, how can you not be mad at the result?
All right. Look. I'm gonna give you an example,
and I'll give you, and I'll give you a good example too of this. And this is something that you can't, like, you know of, but you don't know because you haven't seen it, right?
Yeah.
But this is the same thing of, like, this is people that were criticizing Ant-Man because Edgar Wright got cut from the movie, and it was like, oh man, I wanted to see the Edgar Wright version of this movie. Or people that instantly hated the Justice League because it wasn't the Snyder cut. Or damn, I had another example right on the tip of my tongue. There's like people that just, Game of Thrones, the last season of Game of Thrones, the two showrunners was like, man, Disney just offered us the Star Trek movies, the Star Wars movies, okay, bet. And then it was like, instead of doing like a proper last season, they kind of just rushed that shit out because they wanted to go do some other shit.
All right.
You know, and it was like, and there were a lot of people that went into it pre-hating it because they knew the backstory. I'm not saying that it justifies it. I'm just saying, all right, you have the floor, sir. I just wanted to give you space. Wanted context.
No, that's fair. That's fair. But I still think, like, if you were listening to Metallica for the bass, if the bass was the thing that this is Metallica, I can understand when that band comes out and, like, where the fuck is the bass? I get that. And that leads you to the backstory. And look, I saw your comment, Heather Holderness. Like, she watched it play out in real time. I get being there. I watched Jeff Loeb's situation play out in real time, who's a comic writer that I really loved. His fucking son died, and this dude just kept writing. It's not exactly the same, I'll admit that, but this dude kept writing, never took time off to grieve. Like, bro, you probably need to grieve because your story's suffering. That's not the first thing I saw. Like, people like to point out mistakes in the stuff that happened after his son died, but when you compare it to his other stuff, and I enjoy Jeff Loeb, I don't think it had anything to do with him not grieving for his son. He always made those mistakes. To me, not going through that, I listen to Metallica. Metallica sounds like Metallica all the way through, up until like the 90s, where they pop back up and it's like, what the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this? Because their sound drastically changed. So
I don't like that anything beyond that.
Yeah.
But that's for another
Yeah,
topic.
that's
but
another show.
I'm not like trying to like bash the album here. But being someone like, I know when I like a band.
Yeah.
Because I took the time to learn about the band. That's when I know I like them.
Yeah.
So learning certain things about it, I'm not trying to like bring like politics into the album. Wow. However, that's just how I felt.
Yeah.
Because you can't deny that they did do Jason wrong. I mean, he came out and was like talking about like how they bullied him all that time that he was in the band.
Yeah,
so,
all that's fair. Like, I wasn't trying to bash you on that. Like, all the shit that happened in the background, like, that's stuff we need to talk about on here. But my thing is always, I don't think that should affect your opinion of the music. The music that comes out of it.
even if that wasn't the case, I mean, even if that wasn't the case, Ride the Lightning and Master of Puppets are always going to be my top two.
Yeah, and that's
Hands
fair.
down.
That's fair.
It's not like I don't like it. I mean, I listen to this album. I do. But it's not my go-to.
Yeah, and that's fair. That is super fair. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Like, that's just where I stand on it. So, like, because I always got that when people heard what Metallica albums I like. I said this on a different show. People were like, "Oh, you don't listen to Metallica. You like Metallica." Got it. Like, fuck you.
Oh yeah. People love to say that Metallica stopped being metal on this
After
album.
drinking.
Yeah. They feel
But
like
they were drinking after. James had a drinking problem. He just went to rehab. We went back to rehab last year. So I think it's just them. You know, you get older, you're not gonna like things that you like when you were in your 20s that you did, when you're in your 40s.
Yeah.
That's all I can say about that. But I just don't like. I agree with Monty. I don't really like their stuff after.
Yeah.
Maybe the Black Album, and then after that is like.
Yeah. We can probably all agree there, because there's one random fucking country song on Load. How is Metallica doing that?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I heard Reload before I heard Load, and then when I heard Load, I was very confused.
Yeah.
Is it, if you love Reload, you're gonna love Load? And I was like, no, I don't.
No, nobody wants Metallica's Load in any form. Look, can we all agree there? And look, I feel like I gotta make up to Heather Holden this. I know we've been disagreeing, and you might be wrong, but that's okay. But we can agree. All of Metallica's Load is foul, right? We don't want it. There you go. See? So there we go.
I'm not gonna say that anyway.
No, say it. What do you have? Oh, Dries has something spicy.
No, man, you talking about all that Load, and I'm like, what?
Yes. Dries, do you want Metallica's Load?
No.
You see? There you go. See?
We're still talking about the album, right?
Yes.
I just need to know. To know what Load we're talking about. See, what he did was he insinuated that it was a cum joke, and then I told everybody that it was a cum joke. Because a load,
you don't have to
like
explain.
a load of cum. You see what I'm saying? That's what. There you go.
Yes. Did we all chime in on this? All right. Well, we can move on to the next one. And
wait a minute. Before we move on to the next album. And Hypothesis also sent us some money and said, he says, it literally is coming in right now in real time, but it didn't make any sound. Okay. He says, as a wrestling fan, I know way too many examples of backstage politics ruining things that fans used to love. Wrestlers, matches, storylines, even entire events. Granted, there were also things politics ruined in real time, like Triple H versus Booker T at WrestleMania 19. Yeah, that, like, especially in the world of wrestling, like when you hear some of the backstories, like I watched an interview with Rob Van Dam the other day, and he was talking about Shawn Michaels and some of his bullshit, and it was like, yeah, Shawn Michaels is I think he's one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, and when you hear people talk about him behind the scenes, he's kind of a dick.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, I don't like the way this guy looks. Make him cut his hair. We're going to make him lose the match. Like, going super overboard in his match with Hulk. Like, Shawn Michaels is kind of a dick sometimes. But he's also still a good wrestler. Fucking great wrestler. You know what I'm saying? I love watching him kick niggas in the face.
Yes,
That's great.
I see what you did, Dries. That's good shit.
So there you go. Also, I got what is this Cupid do it with your boots on? Wait,
what
is this? This isn't Zydeco. Comfort Dog, you told me this was Zydeco. Is this Zydeco? It's not Zydeco.
Wait,
it look like it's Cupid.
Who said something was Zydeco, and why did you intentionally click on Zydeco?
Yes, look, understand. There's a very, like, anytime I tell people I'm from Louisiana, they be like, "Oh my God, I love Zydeco." I'll be like, shut up.
Yeah, I'm
shut.
Yeah, fuck Zydeco.
Zydeco is trash. Okay, the accordion is devil's music. All right,
that is the single genre I cannot find a song I like in.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. I will not say I don't like Zydeco because I don't say I don't like genres, but I haven't found the Zydeco song I like yet.
Same fucking Zydeco is fucking super. It's swamp water. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And look,
I've never heard a song that I was like, what would make this song better? A nigga playing the spoons.
Yes.
Like that's never happened at any point in my life. And I'm just like, it's not what it is. It's like, hey, you got one of them old-timey washboards? All right, now put it on your stomach, right? We gonna make this an instrument. Like, no.
Look, I'll say this.
Guitars now. You don't have to play the fucking washboard.
Yeah, I'll say this. If you are into Zydeco, you are not from New Orleans, or you live in the fucking bayou.
Oh, yeah. No, you people that, yeah. If you love Zydeco music, you would definitely not from New Orleans. You from the bayou.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like you're either right down the street or from everywhere else. Somewhere.
Yeah. No, you're from you're either a white person that moved to Louisiana from somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you're a white person that moved to New Orleans from somewhere else. Like you're from Boston, but you live in mid-city New Orleans. You know what I'm saying?
Or tourists, huh? They like everything.
Yeah.
The main people hate. Like, man, this shit is disgusting. Oh man, delicious. All right, eat up.
Yeah.
That's like, that shit is trash. Or you live out from where Britney Spears is from, like fucking what is she? Abita Springs?
Yeah, something like that.
She from a part of Louisiana where that's full of mosquitoes, trailer parks, and black people not being welcome. All right, like she is.
Yep.
Like you can't even the part of, if you go to the part of Louisiana and the first sign you see it says home of Britney Spears or birthplace of Britney Spears, and you black, turn around.
Well, it'll probably be easy because you'll see on the sign that says Sundown Town. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Listen,
let's turn around, guys. The sun is almost down.
For real. If you were in Louisiana and you're a person of color, there are exactly 4 cities where you are safe to drive through: New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Shreveport, Lafayette. Every other place you are not safe.
Yeah,
you were putting your life in jeopardy. All right, and I include St. Rose and Homer and Mandeville. Okay, listen to Mandeville. Don't that shit just sound slavish? You know what I'm saying?
It does.
Gotta go there.
Yeah, don't go to Mandeville. Don't go to Mandeville.
You can go to Chalmette. You know what I'm saying? But them motherfuckers can legally own wolves as pets.
Yes.
The fuck?
Yes.
Fucking,
and look, you know what? Give Spec an extra 100 plunger points. Spec is counting Hannibal and Dries. You know what I'm saying?
Like I can't block it.
American Nightmare shit. What about
Don't block Spec. Spec. That's Spec's job. Spec was
Over here, you stepped into Dragnuts territory.
All right.
I'm the mob, nigga.
Oh
Get that after this. Spec was anointed by the great and powerful Golgothan to count know what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Golgothan.
Y'all vouch on, okay.
Yeah, the Golgothan came up from the sewer and told Spec, I need you to count all these, know what I'm saying? That's where the plunger points come from, if y'all didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know how much I said it until he started keeping count. And I was like, I don't say know what I'm saying that much. But apparently I do. And all right, man, and I live with this. Christopher Turton says, please do a review of some music from Hylung. There are some mental shit. They are trying to recreate music that would be heard played by Vikings. Ooh.
Oh, okay. I'll check that out.
Ooh. And look, we got some Monty Eroticas that you got to read, Monty. I think we got one.
Then let's do it before we get the next couple albums. Let's just get this shit over with.
Yes,
did you put them in the fucking thing? Fuck you, by the way.
I'm trying to find it now.
All right, well, I guess we don't have to do it. Let's move on. Yeah.
Nope. I got it. To my lovely sister Zoe, could you go full screen, please?
He once dated the entire women's Scandinavian volleyball team at one time. Will Chamberlain lived vicariously through his accomplishments. His dreadlocks alone have experienced more than a lesser man's entire body. He is fluent in all languages that white women speak. He is the mahogany throat, the pumpkin spice panty dropper, the Egyptian demigod. He is the most interesting artist in New Orleans. He is Monty. Stay thirsty, white ladies.
It's the worst part right there. It's the worst part.
Why? What's wrong with that?
Everything. Why would you do this to me? And especially with this background, it looks like the crowd's cheering for it.
Come on, this is a short one.
All right.
Alan Reyes didn't even give us four full sentences. So there you go.
Okay. After Shaniqua Lust's abuse to Oxhorn's brown hole, that should be hole, right? Not hole. But she finished him off, mixed his seed and blood in a shot glass. What the fuck? And made him toast to her greatness. No, just get us off this screen. Get us. That's fucking gross, Alan. Fuck.
Listen. Nelly single is getting hot in here. Okay?
No, it's not.
Drees background, baby, is burning up.
Oh yeah, man. You can't talk about metal and not be in hell.
That's true. Well,
like, have you ever heard Tenacious D? Metal, it comes from hell. You know?
That's true. That's where all the best metal comes from. So you might be onto something. So, in the interest of time, let's hit the next album because I'm glad we didn't add other segments. I knew this would happen. We're doing City of Evil from Avenged Sevenfold. Hannibal, you want to take it?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I do. I was ready because I was doing other things. I was enjoying this motherfucking Monty Erotica. All right, here we go. Avenged Sevenfold, sometimes abbreviated as A7X, is an American heavy metal band from Huntington Beach, California, formed in 1999. All right, they're from the same place that Tito Ortiz is from. The band's current lineup consists of lead vocalist M. Shadows, rhythm guitarist, and I'm not reading all these niggas' names. No, not at all. It's a band from Huntington Beach. There you go. Avenged Sevenfold is known for having a diverse rock sound and dramatic imagery in album covers and merchandise. The band emerged with a metalcore sound from the debut album, sounding the Seventh Trumpet, and continued this sound through their second album, Waking the Fallen. However, the band's style had evolved by the band's third album and first major label release, City of Evil, into a heavy metal and hard rock style. And let's go ahead and transition right there.
All right.
To the album, City of Evil. right? City of Evil is the third studio album from Avenged Sevenfold, released on June 6, 2005 from Warner Brothers, co-produced by Andrew Murdoch. If y'all don't know who Andrew Murdoch is, neither do I. City of Evil contains a more traditional heavy metal and hardcore sound than Avenged Sevenfold's previous two albums, which showcased a predominantly metalcore sound. The album is notable for the absence of screaming vocals. M. Shadows worked for months before the album's release with vocal coach Ron Anderson. If you don't know who Ron Anderson is, whose clients have included Axl Rose and Chris Cornell, to achieve the sound that had grit while still having the tone. In order to increase stamina and strength on the pedals, the Rev would sit for hours practicing until he could get up to 210 beats per minute. God damn. That's ridiculous. I just so y'all know, just from a musician standpoint, like 210 BPM is ridiculously fast. Like the fastest bounce music is like 200 beats, like 180, 190 BPM. So for this shit to be 210 is like, it's faster than the fastest shit. It's crazy. The album was ranked number 63 on Guitar World magazine's 100 greatest guitar albums of all time. City of Evil also appears in Kerrang's 666 albums that you must hear before you die. Look, I'm just reading what they wrote on Wikipedia. It's also 50 albums you need to hear before you die on Kerrang's as well. Okay, they listed it twice. The album was ranked at number 35 on Kerrang's list of the 50 greatest metal albums ever. Rolling Stone listed the album at number 100 on its greatest 100 metal albums of all time. Let's see what else we got. The song, the album features the song Bad Country, which is arguably their most successful to date, being one of their two singles certified gold. City of Evil was very successful after its release, debuting at number 30 on the Billboard Top 200 chart, and certified platinum by the recording industry. It went on to sell over 1.5 million copies in the United States, 2.5 million worldwide, making it the best-selling album from Avenged Sevenfold's discography. The critics like this album. It looked like Sputnik Music gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. All Music gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. Blender gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. IGN gave it a 7.9 out of 10. Metal Hammer gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. Monty, this was your pick. What made you pick Avenged Sevenfold's City of Evil?
This was just all of my not always. This has been for a while one of my go-to albums when I'm in the mood to hear some shit like this. And since we were doing metal albums, I thought I would pick Avenged Sevenfold as my pick for metal albums. Because, number one, I love it. It's one of my go-tos. And I knew what would happen. I already saw one comment. I don't see it happening as much now. Like, seems like everybody's cool with it. But people like to say Avenged Sevenfold is not metal. Yes, the fuck it is. And this album is fucking great. You should hear it. This is in my top 10 favorite albums ever.
So you know what? We're gonna have to quantify that, Monty, because I feel like very often when we're talking about music, you will be like, and this album is one of my 10 favorite albums of all time. No. And I feel like you've done that at least 20 times.
No, I haven't done it 20 times. Go back and look. You can go through every episode. Look, Shit Mutant, you just recently went through. You remember me saying this shit. You can put that list together. I haven't even done half of them yet.
No, look, listen, this is what I think we should do. We should do a show where we compile our list of our 10 favorite albums. It'd be me, you, and 2 other guests.
Yeah.
And we'll just go through the list of the 10 albums that we enjoy listening to the most, that shaped us, developed us the most as human beings.
Yeah. This is on the
I want to see a definitive Monty list. I want to see what's on that list.
Okay.
I'm curious.
Yeah, this album is there. This album, City of Evil, is fucking great. And before
everybody on the chat, as well as you, Drees, Miss D, I would love to see everybody's 10 favorite albums of all time. The 10 albums that you love the most, that shaped you the most, that had the most impact on you as a human. I would love to know what would be on everybody's list.
Yeah,
and I would have to think. I couldn't tell you that like right now.
Yeah, like my issue would be narrowing it down to 10 albums. That would be the issue.
Yeah. And Crescent Slice, I think I said that right, said Avenged Sevenfold is not metal, it's uncut trash. Fight me. Define what the fuck you mean by that. Let's talk. Let's fight.
About it.
Let's fight.
Let's talk about it.
But look, before we get there, let's do this right. I will talk about the album art. This album art, look at the fucking album art right here. That's metal. That's as metal as a fucking Iron Maiden album cover. Look at that shit.
It gives me an Iron Maiden vibe.
That's what's happening here. This album cover, like all of the album covers we listen. Look, I'm gonna have positive things to say about the next one too. This album cover, fucking great. I have no notes. Wonderful, great job. Fucking metal. So do I just take it right now and go with my standouts? Like, let's just keep this ball rolling. My standouts: Beast and the Harlot, fucking great song. Backcountry. Everybody knows Backcountry. Backcountry is fucking phenomenal. That's the song they're known for. Seize the Day, I love how it starts slow and builds up. Sidewinder, I love. Strength of the World, MIA. Those are my standouts. This album is fucking great. And
interesting.
Yes.
I'm glad I'm going last on this one.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's get it.
We're going in. But yes. Great fucking album. I pass it off to Drees. Standouts. What'd you think of the album?
All right. First of all, I'm gonna say this. First Avenged Sevenfold song I ever heard was Almost Easy. Almost Easy.
Yeah.
Love that song.
Yeah.
Then I heard Backcountry. Love that song. Then I heard the Nightmare song. You know that one I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
I like that song. And then you mentioned this album, so I checked it out. I'm gonna fart on this album. I don't like it.
Bring it.
I like Backcountry, and I like Wicked, the Wicked end. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you this. I love the drummer. Like I told you, I love the drummer.
I bet I know what you about to say. I want to hear you say it though. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna admit I'm wrong. But I want to see if you hate this. Well, if the reason you didn't like this album is for the reason I think you didn't like this album.
Okay, I like the drummer. I like the guitar, but the singer, man, he's too damn nasally, man. I can't take his shit with the and it's like it's annoying. You know what I'm saying? So like the music was good, but you know, nasal ass singing and shit. It sounded like Miss D said it too. So you ain't gonna be happy with her. It sounded like the nigga whining every time. Like, all right. It was just, I don't know. But I'll part on this album. No, thank you.
Oh man, Drees is putting some ass gas on this shit.
Yeah, all damn night.
All right, ass gas from Drees. Damn. All right.
I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way.
Oh, I see what you did. Find a Way is a better song than Avenged Sevenfold from Zanos Carthage. I see what you did. All right. Look, like I want to know why the hate for this band. Why do y'all hate it?
I think I can explain it when it gets to me, but I'm gonna wait my turn.
All right.
You know.
Yeah.
Miss D, what did you think of Avenged Sevenfold-City of Evil? I can't do it. I sound like Cookie Monster when I do it.
Yeah.
No, I don't sound threatening at all. I just sound like I want some chips. So a nigga does want some chips though. So
I want some chips too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. This album, it had like 11 tracks.
I think it was 11. Yeah.
And I'm just, let me start over. When I feel like I have to force myself to listen to an album, that's never a good thing. And I couldn't get past 5 tracks. I mean, the second track on the album was so cringy. I was like, what am I listening to? Like that. I'm like, what is all of, like, what is that? Like, why is he doing that?
First off, you sounded like a beautiful Asian woman just now, Miss D. All right, you sounded incredible.
Like, what is this? I was so confused. I'm sorry. I've heard of this band before, but I just can't get into it. I mean, I like metal music, but I don't like everything metal. I just don't. And this is just was one of those things. I'm sorry. It's just a hard pass for me. The two songs that I went with was Blinded and Chains, because it like it had the metal thing going on, and Backcountry. But I feel like Backcountry is okay, but it's like I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling the band. I'm sorry. I can't get past the singer. Like the musician, like the instruments, amazing, but the singer, I can't get past it.
That drum is ridiculous, man.
I can't.
Damn.
Sorry.
Why are you sorry?
I couldn't get the whole album. I couldn't even listen to the whole album, man. I'm sorry.
You can't fuck up a hard burn like that with an I'm sorry. Just
here, you stepped into Dragnuts territory. I'm the mob, nigga.
Stick the landing, Miss D. Just own that shit. No, I'm sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
There you go. Say what you say. Mean what you mean. We can take it. We gonna fight about it, but we can take it. But I'm just sitting back. I'm waiting. Hannibal's next. And what was that Streamlabs that came in?
That was from Please Let It Be Monty Erotica. Please Let It Be Monty Erotica. It is not Monty Erotica. That is from Crescent Slice. What's up, Crescent Slice? Says, look here, Monty. If you want to listen to real metal and not diarrhea in sound form, try Pantera, Winter Sun, or Iced Earth. EVH just Eddie Van Halen just died, and you here are calling Avenged Sevenfold real metal. Shame on you.
No, I never said real metal. I said
Zoe, give Crescent Slice some plunger points, please.
I never said real metal. I said it is metal. And look, for your Pantera education, I was taught social studies by Phil Anselmo's social studies teacher. There you go. See, I'm there. I'm like 1 degree of separation from this motherfucker. Fuck you. We had a Pantera poster in our social studies class.
Territory. I'm the mob, nigga.
Mr. Tight says this band would be good, but the lead singer sounds like he is the lead singer of a Blink 182 cover band.
Oh my God.
So this is what y'all are doing. This is how y'all are justifying this. I'm gonna wait my turn. We'll take challenges as they come.
I mean, technically, just like the debate, man. Your 2 minutes is up, bro.
Yeah,
so,
my time's up.
To move on.
My time's up.
Move on to other things. So that's just what
it is. There you go. What about you, Hannibal? Or wait, Miss D, were you done?
Oh yes, I'm done.
Oh, she done. Okay.
Done.
All right.
I ain't got no more talking.
All right, Hannibal. What do you got?
Yeah. Okay. She said this album, like the D stands for DAP, because this album is make it dry as a motherfucker, okay? That lead singer's voice and their music and chord progressions, she was like, nah, fam, I'm not with none of this shit, bro. This shit is gross and disgusting. How dare you call this music, okay?
Okay. All right.
So what do I think of this album? That's right. I'm ready. I'm ready for all the drama and all the smoke that comes with it.
Who else I'm gonna check the chat. I'm trying to see who else is coming at me. I'm trying to organize shit. Like, I know y'all are all coming at me. Keep going, Hannibal.
I'm laughing at something Hypothesis said. I'm not gonna repeat it, but it's hilarious. Anyway, it's just so you know, it's hilarious. Matter of fact, Zoe, give Hypothesis plunger points for something that he said in the chat that I'm not gonna repeat, but it's hilarious. I just want you to know I see it and I thought it was funny. American Nightmare says you always wrong, Montel. You know you like Missy Ann is wrong all the time, but right now you the one that's looking like you wrong though. So all right,
I'm gonna show y'all how I'm right. But let's go.
With this album,
And yes, I didn't. Heather Holderness, R.I.P. Dimebag Darrell. I'm with you on that.
Yeah,
continue.
Yeah, rest in peace, Dimebag. Matter of fact, I would love Heather Holderness to listen to the dedication song that Nickelback did to Dimebag Darrell.
No, you stop it. You don't make people do that. Hannibal, no.
I would love for her to listen to that album and tell us what she thinks about it.
Don't do that to people. Don't do that to people. That's wrong. I wouldn't tell G-Man to listen to that. Come on.
Vapion says, I don't know any Avenged Sevenfold songs, but I like one Metallica song, so I guess Hannibal and
yes. Come on, Vapion. Yes. Why are you always coming at me, Vapion? Come on. Yes. Join the Montourage, Vapion. Why can't y'all join the Montourage? Come on. Join.
And look, I like some Avenged Sevenfold, but they are not a go-to band for mine. A go-to band of mine. That was from Fish Nipples.
Fish Nipples.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They got them. You know, where else do you think the milk come from? That they, feed their young or whatever. So.
All right.
Nobody's drinking milk out them fish nips. All right, okay. Anyway,
thank you.
Look, you haven't lived until you've seen pierced fish nips, so you guys just don't know. Y'all missing out on some good shit. All right. Anyway, so I listened to this album, and before this, I had never heard an Avenged Sevenfold project before. I'd never come in contact with any of their music. Even listening to their album, I was just like, I've never heard any of their stuff. So I had to do a little bit of research into who Avenged Sevenfold was. And after listening to the album, so I listened to the album first, and then I did the research. And then after I did the research, I understand why people hate this album, okay? I understand why the people that hate this album. Because I'm not going to say people hate this album. Because there's a lot of people that love this album. There are lots of people that love this album. The people that love this album are people that don't necessarily listen to heavy metal music, though.
Okay.
And those people think this album is fantastic. This album has, in a lot of ways, it has it has a pop appeal to it that makes the album reach outside of the genre. Oh shit! I almost hit my mask off my face. God damn. I see the album appeals to non-metal fans, and that fact in and of itself is going to be something so let me tell y'all something about heavy metal fans. Heavy metal fans, by and large, are esotericists. An esotericist is somebody who likes something because don't nobody else like the shit. It's like, I like this because don't nobody else like this shit. I like the obscure, the underground, the raw, the demo, the shit like that. Heavy metal has not been a popular form of music for a very long while. And the fact that the genre persists is amazing because the sales don't support it, right?
Yeah.
When was the last time a heavy metal album was the top album in the country? I know the answer. Do you? Does anybody here listen? Who knows the last heavy metal album that debuted at the top of the Billboard charts?
I don't know.
Yeah, I know. It was Tool's Fear Inoculum album. And before that, nobody knows because it's been that fucking long since it happened. You know what I'm saying? The people that like this music don't like popular things. They don't like the things that the rest of the world likes, especially when it comes to the music. They like the obscure. And then this album is the antithesis of that. Not the antithesis of it, but it was like they took rock music, they took heavy metal music, and then they found a way to make it kind of glitzy and poppy. And it was like the transitions, the music, some of the chord progressions, some of the breakdowns and shit in the project. It was like, this album was not designed for a heavy metal fan to listen to. This was a way for them to create a new audience, not to appease the fans that they already had. That being said, of the 4 albums that we listened to, this one was my fucking favorite. I bet you didn't see that one coming. Yes.
Oh, shit.
Yes. I liked 9 of the 11 songs on this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Caught me off guard.
Yeah.
Caught me completely off guard. But I recognize, because I'm a musician, I love when music takes me places where I don't expect it to. Like that song that fucking starts off like...
Stepped into Dragnuts territory. I'm the mob, nigga.
What did that say? I missed it.
I fucking love you, Crescent Slice. He says, no wonder Monty likes this band. There's too much pumpkin spice flavor in this band. Therefore, Team Hannibal forever. He nailed it. Yeah, look.
Join the entourage.
I don't know. Hannibal like it too. He must like pumpkin spice as well.
But here's the thing. Because I'm not finished. I'm not finished. And I'm glad I had to go last on this one because you didn't ask me, Hannibal, what'd you think of the production on this project?
Yeah.
So, on this project, they take a lot of liberties. There's one song where halfway into the song, that shit just breaks into fucking movie score, and it just breaks right back into being some. They will routinely switch from being speed metal to punk music, and it will switch over. There's one song that ends on like some fucking what's the white reggae? It just breaks into like some ska at the end of the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they take some ridiculous chances on it, and based on their album sales and the success of this project versus some of the other projects, clearly it worked on helping them build a bigger audience. But and like I said, I like 9 of the 11 songs on this project. I did. So I like the majority of this project. But the question is this metal? And that's the question that we need to have.
Let's talk about this.
Does this album count? And I'm not saying Avenged Sevenfold, and I've never heard any of the other music, so I don't know. So my entire context for this band is what I found out about them today and what I heard on this album. The question is, does this album from Avenged Sevenfold count as heavy metal?
That's what I want to talk about.
That we need to talk about. Black Guy TV, Miss D, everybody in the chat. Heather Holderness then put all caps no.
Yeah, I see her right there. Heather Holderness came here ready to fight. Shit. Yeah. All right.
All right.
I like it.
Says I had to pick it up, but yes, if you were wondering, Avenged Sevenfold has done a theme for the WWE. Yeah.
But they can still look, hey, wait. Motorhead has too.
Yeah, you're right. So but people don't call Motorhead heavy metal.
Motorhead is heavy metal. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm saying a lot of people classify them as hard rock, which they also do to Metallica, and we're going to talk about that in a second. But right now, we got to look like the 5th rule of Fight Club, Monty. One fight at a time.
All right. Yeah, I'm not going to go to Motorhead. All right.
So the question is this album a metal album? Now, what do you guys think? Everybody in the chat, let us know. Devil Lad 666 says yes, this is still metal. Heather Holderness, all caps, said no. Crescent Slice said fuck no. Mrs. D said no. So look, and then there's another, and then this Mrs. D said no. So we got like 7 no's already.
Yeah, another Mrs. D said no, and so 3 Mrs. D's said no. Shit. All right, you go first. Why is this not metal? And I'm gonna keep quiet. I'm not gonna G-man you. Go. I'm not gonna laugh while you talk. I'm gonna listen. Like you just go. Like we're discussing
put me
here.
On the spot.
Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna put you on the spot like G-man does, but I'm gonna be quiet when I do it. So it's a different thing.
I, as a musician, as a creator, I have an opinion on this subject, and I think this is a solid way to quantify.
And then Black Guy TV in the chat said, "Nah, come on, bro. Why can't y'all just say that here? Why you gotta get in the chat? Y'all both talking shit in the chat. Look, I see y'all. I'm glancing at the chat. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna wrench Miss D up so that I make sure I see her chats. There you go. Now I know." If y'all didn't know, that's one of the reasons I do that. So that all right. But whoever wants to take it first, if you want to think about it for a second, Miss D, we can hand it to Drees. Yeah, Drees, why is this, when we ask, is this metal, you say, nah.
Hannibal makes me feel inadequate when we talk about music. But anyways,
listen, I've been doing music for 22 years now. So, I bleed this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I can, and
I get it.
And this is a conversation, because then I want to have a conversation about Metallica after this as well. because I want to have a conversation about this as well. Christopher Turton also says Motorhead is metal.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Motorhead
and
is
I
metal.
want to, yeah. So
No,
I
but
want to have a conversation about this.
Grampy Lobster! Grampy Lobster, where are you?
Where's he at?
he ain't here. He probably eating edibles right now. Anyways,
Shit.
nah, like I don't know, man. These genres are so weird. Like, I mean, like I said, I had somebody telling me the group I originally wanted to put on was ain't metal. I was like, yeah, I guess, but anyway.
What did you originally want to put? Out of curiosity.
The shirt I'm wearing, I wanted to play some Ghost, man. That's my favorite rock band. I love these guys.
People say Ghost isn't metal.
I mean, they're not really. I guess.
Look.
They have some metal songs. I mean,
listen, Dries. Before you get into it,
okay.
Since I quoted Bernie Mac earlier, I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I'm gonna quote Bernie Mac to you right now. Look, these people want to tell you shit and keep you down. Fuck them. Do what you want, man. There you go. Next time, you tell us Ghost.
Monty, they're going in on you in the chat right now.
Go in on me. Look, like I said, I got love for y'all, but I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. Let's go. I love all of y'all, but let's go. Look, we can be some fighting motherfuckers tonight. This can bleed over into Twitter after the show. And look, if it keeps going hard, join the Entourage. We can have a fight on my channel tomorrow about metal music. Let's go. Let's do this. I'm all in. But Dries, why is it not metal? Let's go.
I mean, it's kind of hard. It's hard because with me, metal has a sound. Like, it has like a heavy sound. That's why I call it heavy metal. Like it has a sound to it. And they more, I guess you could say their sound was more of a hard rock sound. And I just couldn't stand the way the singer sang his fucking songs, man. That's all it is. I like the music. For me, the like that dude was killing that double bass, man. That shit was just, I love that.
Okay.
But it was just the singer, I guess. For me, that's what killed it, man. That was about. I love the instruments, but I mean, I guess he did more sing. Like I said, I came up during the new metal, so them dudes like just with that throat yelling type shit, and I don't know, man. I don't know. I listen to metal to relieve my stress, and that was no stress relieving that shit.
All right. Fair enough. Unless you got more. You got more?
Nah, I'm done after that.
All right, Miss D, where are you saying? I know you put some ass gas on this one. All right, ass gas on both of them. I got it. All right, Miss D, what about you? You putting ass gas on this too?
Yeah, I have to agree. Like it just. I think it's just his voice. I couldn't get past his voice. It didn't give me that. Like, when I think of metal, I think of attitude. Like, I don't know. I can't put it in words. And this didn't give me metal. I mean, I was listening to this on Apple Music, and the description of the album is hard rock. They don't even call it metal.
But no, I'm mouth shut.
Certain stuff about there are certain stuff that, like, the double bass, like, yes, like what was the track that I wrote on my list here? Blinded in Chains gave me metal vibe until he started singing. It's like the musicians, the instruments is like, ooh, okay, and he's like, I'm like, oh my god, like, what is that? It's
okay.
I couldn't get past the voice, and then the way it changed up, it's just like, okay, this is sounding more like, okay, it's kind of sounding a little more low-key poppy. All right, now it's sounding rock. Okay, it just goes up and down. It's just didn't feel metal at all to me.
Okay.
All. And I've listened to some metal music.
Oh, I know.
Metallica,
I know you have. I know you have. I've seen your shirt. I've seen your shirts when you pop in the drag shirts. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, shoot, Slipknot. Yeah. That's what I want. That's my stress relief.
When I heard this album today, as I was listening to it, I was like, because I know Monty so well now.
He's your dad,
You know what? I'm ignoring you too. Miss D, what's up? See, I pitched it to you earlier. I wish I could shift the graphics and put you in Hannibal's space, and then we'll put Hannibal and Dries down at the bottom. Miss D and Monty's shit show. This is awesome.
I wanted us to have the best.
All you gotta do is
YouTube,
make a white woman joke at the end of the show, and we're good.
Yeah, it's just it's like I said, I get it. I understand why people because I know Monty, and we've done so many of these shows, and with friends, we talk like every day, or damn near every day. And I've had a chance to listen to a lot of music that he likes, so I have an idea of Monty's tastes and his sensibilities when it comes to music. So when I heard this, I was like, I hear why Monty likes this album, right? Okay. And I think this is a good album. This is a good album. But the question is this heavy metal? And the way I think you should quantify this, because I've had this conversation about, and I'm gonna use something a lot.
Look, I see what you're about to do. Let me, and I hate doing this to you when you get on a roll.
Go for it.
You're about to get on a roll. But before I say anything, because this is how I was going to start it, where you're going. Uh-huh. What Hannibal's about to do, I just want to quickly pass it back around after. What is metal music? Define it. Bring it back around. So Hannibal, I assume that's where you're about to go. So
yeah,
tell me what metal music is, and finish saying what you're saying. Miss D, get ready. It's coming. You're next. We're going to come back around and up to me.
I don't know if I can quantify, I don't know if I can explain with words, how easy it is to explain with words, other than just saying, because She Geeks asked in the chat a second ago, what's the difference between, just regular rock music and heavy metal? And, not to put too fine of a, so there point on it, but what makes heavy metal music different from regular rock music is the heaviness of the guitars. There's a certain heaviness in the guitars, there's a certain chug, there are darker, much darker chords and melodies than that of other
chat, chime in with yours. I'm reading while listening.
Which is why I would challenge you on, and I'm not even ready to have that conversation right now about whether or not hair music should count as heavy metal music. But again, because I need to do my research, I haven't done that on this subject yet. But I have this conversation with people about Drake all the time. Why isn't Drake heavy metal? That's the no, it's not the conversation. It's not the conversation. He never gets nominated for best heavy metal album. We need to have a conversation about. No, that's not what it is. The conversation I have with people with Drake is, people talk about him as being a great rapper, and then other people be like, well, is he really a rapper? Because he sings a lot more than he raps. And the question then becomes, which side of the fence does he fall on? And I think the answer has always been one thing in particular. If you release a project or even a song, a composition, right? If the song has more than 51% of a specific element, then that's what it is.
Okay.
So the question is, that's how I define it. I think that's the easiest way to do it. There are lots of hybrid genres and hybrid bands that exist out here. There are a lot of hybrid songs that exist out here. So the question is, does this album have at least 51% heavy metal on it?
Yeah.
And I only listened to it one time. I haven't actually sat down and added it up, because they will literally just switch from heavy metal to punk, in the middle of it'll be all right, you get a minute and a half of some metal shit, be all right, and next thing you know it's what just happened? What the fuck? How did we get here? You know what I'm saying? But I like it. You know what I'm saying? I'm from New Orleans. I like gumbo. I like when you mix some shit up. Okay?
Yeah.
And I'm one of the people that loves hybrid genres. So for me, the easiest way to describe it is if you take an album and you be look at all the elements that make this album what it is. is there more than 50% metal on this project? If it is, then it's metal.
All right.
You know,
and oh, you know what? Heather Holderness, I'm screenshotting that. That is coming back as a thing I'm gonna mention after all this is over. There you go. I got my fucking screenshot. All right. I'm gonna pull this up.
Which one? She put a cavalcade of stuff.
Oh, just wait for it. Here it comes.
Okay.
Here it comes. but I want this to go.
So that's the question. The question is, does this album count as heavy metal? Like Naughty Mouth said, distortion. I think distortion does play a factor in it. I don't think it's the only thing, because I think there's metal albums that you can find that don't have a heavy amount of distortion. And for She Geeks, the distortion, the heavy distortion that they put on the guitar is a big part of heavy metal music. So we need to give She Geeks a heavy metal starter pack.
Yeah, we need to figure that out.
Yeah, like what would be like, I was thinking about this the other day because I'm trying to do this with Monty in battle rap. I was trying to give him like 5 battles that'll kind of like get him on board with what battle rap is, and I was trying to figure out what those battles would be, and I'm thinking about that now with heavy metal. Like if there were 5 albums you could suggest to somebody that's never listened to the genre, what 5 albums would you suggest?
Oh, I don't know. Like, let's not do that now.
Nobody consider. Well, like who here considers Kiss a heavy metal band?
I don't.
Is anybody? Is there anybody that thinks Kiss is a heavy metal band?
No, I don't think Kiss counts. Yeah.
All right. So at least we agree on something.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think Kiss counts, but. Mm-hmm. That's a whole different subgenre. So, yeah, exactly. If Kiss is hard rock, but I'm saving it. Who said that? Devil Lad. Devil Lad's in the same place as me though, so far. All right. But yeah, that's Hannibal. Miss D, why? What is metal? What is metal? You see, I did my shit again. This is
really hard to.
This can't become the new stand, but come on.
Sure, I got something for you. Sure.
All right.
I feel like metal is like can be very raw, in your face. Attitude.
Okay.
Just loud.
Okay.
And I mean, there had definitely some loud moments. Some loud moments I could have lived without, but I don't know. I'm like stuck on a hard place, like trying to label that album as metal.
Okay.
Sorry, people.
Oh, it's all right. Lucifer Almighty just said System of a Down is metal. Would y'all agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, y'all got me feeling like G-Man here because I want to do G-Man-isms. I'm like, are you sure you agree with that? Because all right, fair enough. All right.
Look, I haven't heard enough Avenged Sevenfold to say whether or not they are or aren't a metal band. What I can say
this
is
album is what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
right.
this album is a metal album? That's the question.
Yes, this is a metal album. Let me let Black Guy TV, Dries, you go before I chime in because I've been quiet for all this. I'm waiting my turn. I just want to.
All right. What is metal? Well, for me, I'm just saying for me, metal's heavy. Like, like the heavy guitar. The bass is working with the drums. Like that's one of the reasons I like fucking Slipknot. They actually use metal. They hit like a metal bat up against things, and they use the steel drum. And they got that giant drum percussion they use. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's dark. I don't listen to metal when I'm happy. You know,
Yeah.
I listen to a rap song when I'm happy.
Yeah,
I'm not feeling good. Or I'm upset. Or I'm angry. I listen to metal. It gets that. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all probably can tell watching my videos. Sometimes I get mad and I start hitting shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it gets that shit out of me. You know what I'm saying?
That's why you and Dad get along.
Keep going, Dries. Some noise interrupted the show. I don't know.
But like I said, it's it's a little dark, a little heavy. Like Miss D said, it's loud. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, that's why it gets my stress out. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to kick somebody's ass. Put the damn Slipknot song on. You know, like that's one of the reasons I like the Slipknot album, which I know we'll get into. But there's like parts where you'll hear like other, they have like other people. I don't know if it's a chorus or a group, but like other people are yelling along with Corey while he's singing. You know what I'm saying? It makes you want to yell. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's what it is for me. I don't want to hear no motherfucking Seize the Day. What the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? Okay. Light ass fucking get the fuck out of here with this, man. I don't want to go seize the day, nigga. I want to kick somebody in the chest. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. But wait. Let me. Fuck. All right. No, Hannibal. You know, you already went, Hannibal. We came back around. I'm taking this shit right now. You don't want to hear Seize the Day, but I just asked about System of a Down.
Mm-hmm.
Aerials.
Okay.
Think about that song.
Oh, all right, okay.
You don't want to hear that? You don't want to hear that?
Have you heard Prison Song? The Prison
Yes.
Song?
No, I've heard that. And this Avenged Sevenfold has songs that go hard like that. But you picked the song to say that this is not metal because Seize the Day, but aerials. And then he gets fucking hard. What's the fucking difference? You don't like his voice. You can say that. It's like when black people say Eminem can't rap, and then I go, wait, do you just not like Eminem, or can he not rap? You just don't like Eminem. You don't like Eminem because you don't like his voice. That's fair. That's fair. You don't have to like his voice. His voice sucks to you. You don't like the sound of Avenged Sevenfold. That does not make them not metal. It doesn't appeal to your particular brand of what gets you where you want to go with this genre.
It's subjective at the end of the day.
This album, no, it's subjective taste, but where they fall in the genre on this album, this is a metal album.
Mm-hmm.
This album is a metal album as much as any System of a Down album. You cannot say it's not metal because you don't like it. It's fair to not like it. I get why people don't like this, but this is a fucking metal album. We can fight about it, but I'm right. and here's why here's why I'm right. Here's why I'm right. I was gonna go a different direction. The System of a Down thing, because every complaint came down to this motherfucker's voice. The voice does not make the album metal, or does not make it not metal.
I mean, it helps me.
But they did the same type of shit. Sure, their transitions sounded more poppy because his voice is higher in pitch. Surge sang with a deep voice, but he brought it down, and then he still softened the shit. It's the same shit they're doing. They are doing the same genre of music. Just say you don't like it. We're cool.
Well,
you can't say it's not metal.
I almost agree with what you're saying, Monty. I almost agree with everything you're saying. When I listened to this album, the complaint I had was, first off, I didn't have any complaints. I enjoyed this album.
Yeah. So
start there. I enjoyed this album. But the question that I keep coming back to is this heavy metal? And I would have to, for me, I would have to go back through it, listen to all the pieces of the album, how it was put together, and be like, okay, well, is this metal? Yes or no? Or what about this part? Is this metal? Yes or no? Like, if Drake gives us an album that has 12 songs or 10 songs on it, 7 of them is R&B songs, 3 of them he's rapping on. That's not a rap album.
Oh, fuck you, Heather Holderness. I guess one man's trash is another man's metal. No, but Hannibal. That was a good burn. That was a good burn. But But no, Hannibal. This is where I challenge you. Because I asked all of you, System of a Down, is that metal? Y'all like, yeah. But this...
Look here, you stepped into Dragnuts territory. I'm the mob, nigga.
But this, you go, I'm going to have to analyze it. Fuck, why?
Because the album has so many transitions in it, right? The album moves moves through so many things.
Have you listened to a fucking System of a Down album?
It's been a
System of a Down album moves through every fucking thing. It's up and down, changes, all the shit you were talking about. But that's metal. But because this guy's voice is a little higher pitched and it's not metal.
I didn't make the argument about his voice though, so you can't use that on me. You can use that on him, but you can't use that on me.
Yeah,
because I didn't say anything about it.
It's the same amount of shit.
His voice.
No. Like, so here's the thing. I haven't listened to a System of a Down album in a long enough time period to be able to say yes, that is, or no, that isn't.
Fair enough.
So,
Fair enough.
I
back down.
So,
I back
like,
off.
like I can't defend something that I haven't heard in over a decade.
You're right.
What I can tell you is I heard this Avenged Sevenfold album today. And I know that there's a lot of different stuff on there, and it makes me question whether or not, like I said, for me, it's simple. If over half the album is metal, then the album is metal. But there's a lot of stuff on this album. Every song is 7.5 minutes, and they take you to a lot of things. Like the song that starts off as the spaghetti western and then breaks into some metal shit, right? And it's like, so I'd have to quantify that shit. I'm just saying, the easiest way is if I took Drake, I keep going back to Drake, if he gave me an album that had 10 songs on it, if he's singing on 7 of them, and he raps on 3 of them, that's not a rap album, period. And I'm just not, and I haven't landed anywhere on this album. All I said was I like the motherfucker.
Fair enough.
And that's it. I never said that this nigga's voice was like, I hate this nigga's voice. That was never what I said. I was like, my question is there enough metal on this album to call this a heavy metal album?
Yeah.
Like, I would literally have to go back through, re-listen to it, and then count like the transitions on the songs, and be like, all right, so for 7 minutes of this song, 5.5 minutes of that 7 was heavy metal music.
All right, fair enough. And we got to keep it moving. Just like a shit show. This discussion's up in the air. Let's take it to all our social media. Let's fight. Like, look, I'm Anthony Fantano in this motherfucker, who we want on the show. Somebody clip this out and send it to him. Anthony Fantano, let's fucking fight. I'm down. Let's do it. But
he loves system. He loves Avenged Sevenfold, so he don't give a shit about nothing.
Fuck you. And wait, somebody said something. Crescent Slice wanted to know if we read their super chat. I thought we did.
No. We missed one, and we were in the midst of a conversation, so I didn't get a chance to read it.
And then we'll move to the next album, which he said.
So he sent 2. The first one, the one that he sent 3 minutes ago was, get me on the show. I'll show Monty what heavy metal is really all about, and I'll quantify metal big time. And he also sent one that says, no wonder Monty likes this band. There's too much pumpkin spice flavor in this band. Therefore, I'm Team Hannibal forever. Nailed it. He said he nailed it. And he right. I did. Like I said, for me, and look, just real quick, and this could be a what's eating Hannibal for me right now. Not so much this album, but like one of my biggest pet peeves as a creator is how the people that curate the music nowadays, right, which a lot of times ends up being people like you guys, people in comment section, the people that curate the genre, they get to say what the genre is or isn't. They're not curating it on any facts.
Wait, real quick. Larry, and I need to give this to Larry. He says, wait, what's wrong with Avenged Sevenfold? Nothing, Larry. Nothing is wrong with Avenged Sevenfold. Thank you. I love you, brother. Let's keep going. Hannibal, continue.
I just want y'all to know he just Fox News the hell out that situation just now, right? he took one comment out of context and was like, "Yeah, there's nothing wrong with him." It's like, no, man, there was a much larger discussion there. We talked about this shit for like half an hour, okay? We missed the whole episode of Family Guy talking about this shit. All right. Look, one of my biggest pet peeves as a musician, as a creator, is the people that get to curate the genre, the people that get to say what it is or what it isn't, are typically the people like you guys. It's people in the comment section, and forgive my callousness. It's a bunch of non-musicians that are using their feelings to quantify what is or isn't. This same thing happens with trap music, right? What modern day trap music is one thing. What T.I. and Young Jeezy were doing in 2005 was also called trap music. Except now what they do, like if like you let somebody in 2020 hear what they did in 2005, they would tell you, or better yet, if I made a beat that sounded like something that Young Jeezy or T.I. would have rapped on in 2005, somebody in 2020 would tell me that's not trap music.
Yeah.
Why isn't it? And this happens all the time. This happens specifically with heavy metal, because people that are quick to say Metallica isn't heavy metal are saying it's not heavy metal by today's standards of what heavy metal was, not what it was originally defined as. Now, I understand over time things get remeasured and re-quantified and, get put in different categories and stuff like that. But you can't just be like, oh, like that would be like me saying, oh yeah, in order to be black, you have to have you at least one of your parents got to be black for you to be black. And then that would be like me saying that, like, oh, well, if you've listened to a Jay-Z album, you can call yourself black. No, that's not how it works. You don't just get to change the definition of shit sometimes. All right?
Don't tell Nuka that.
And that's what motherfuckers doing.
See?
Motherfuckers that love heavy metal love pushing the bar further and further away from what it used to be. And you don't just get to do that. Like, if you don't want to call... I understand the idea of not wanting to put certain acts, specifically like people like Deep Purple, Megadeth, Metallica, and be like, oh, they're heavy metal. Now you want to be like, no, they're hard rock. And I'm like, no. If you want to call them 80s metal, classic metal, traditional metal, do that. But you can't just take metal away from them, okay? From the people that created that shit.
All right.
And that's what we do. That's what we allow, and we creators, we allow y'all to do this dumb shit, and then we have to make these creative adjustments because of your ignorance.
All right, see,
it's one of those things.
You see how Hannibal talks to y'all? You see what he does?
Look, listen, this is basically like if 100 people walked, okay, like I have a pillow in my hand right here, right? You got a pillow. If 100 people walked by and said, this isn't a pillow, this is a chair, okay? When I see this, I identify this as a chair. And I'd be like, yeah, I'm identifying you as a dumbass, right? End of discussion, right? But what happens if 1,000 people call that pillow a chair? What happens if 10,000 people call that pillow a chair? What happens if 1 million people, 5 million, 50 million people? Now we got to change the definition.
All right, I see where you're coming from. But...
and that's the issue. So whether this album is or isn't heavy metal depends on what you define heavy metal as. I know what I define heavy metal as, and like I said, for me, I have to listen to the album and see if more than 50% of this album is heavy metal, or at least 50% of the album.
Okay. Fair enough.
If 50% of the album is metal and 10% is punk, 15% is hip hop, 15% is ska, and like 7% is spaghetti western, that's still a metal album.
All right.
All
right. I see where you're coming from. Look. I'm trying not to keep going down there because we got one more album, and we are just about out of time. But I want to give this album a little bit of time. At least,
we don't give this.
That's nice. The one I pick is a little bit of time. Fuck y'all.
No. Look. I have a feeling we're gonna agree on this because I think we're all gonna agree. But we'll see. We'll see. What's the last album? If we don't, we're gonna take the time we need to talk because I'll get Zoe to set the shit up and I'll end the show without her. So But yeah,
So,
if a discussion starts, we'll keep it going.
I got you. Let me do it. I got you. Okay. Slipknot is an American heavy metal band from Des Moines, Iowa. Really?
Yeah,
that is okay. I did not know that. Okay. All right. I don't think about metal this hard coming from Des Moines. It's just like, all right. Listen, learn something every day. You know what I'm saying? All right. Okay. Look at y'all. This band was formed in 1995 by percussionist Sean Crahan. Am I saying it right? Crahan. Sean C. Drummer Joey Jordanson and bassist Paul Gray. After several lineup changes in its early years, the band settled on 9 members for more than a decade. Crahan, Jordanson, Gray, Craig Jones, Mick Thompson, Corey Taylor, Sid Wilson, Chris Fane, and Jim Root. I'm not going to read the rest of that, but they got a big lineup. Slipknot is also known for its attention-grabbing image, aggressive style of music, and energetic, chaotic live shows. I have seen Slipknot live 5 times.
Damn.
And I hadn't listened. I literally would go see them live every time they would put on a show because they put on one of the best live shows I ever seen. But I would go see them live, and I'd never listened to any of their albums before. So I would just go listen to their shit, and I'd be like, man, this shit is incredible. And I just would not go listen. I wouldn't go listen to none of their shit. Matter of fact, the first Slipknot album I ever heard was their last album, We Are Not Your Kind. That was no, I'm lying. I had heard Iowa. I heard Iowa before, and but I didn't really give that a for real listen. The first one I really sat down and listened to was We Are Not Your Kind. But that's not the album we're talking about today. Today we're going to talk about Drees's pick, All Hope Is Gone, which was the 4th album from the American heavy metal band Slipknot, released on August 20th, 2008 from Roadrunner Records. Okay, Roadrunner actually offered us a record deal once upon a time.
Look here, you stepped into Dragnuts territory. I'm the mob, nigga.
Crescent Slice says, the last thing I want to say is that metal is built on the blues and gospel. If it wasn't for black people, heavy metal would not exist. Oh, okay.
Don't tell the racists that.
No, hey, listen. Let me have this, Drees. Okay? Let me have it for a moment. Fish Nibble says, Iowa is hard as fuck. Yeah, it is. It really is. You know what I'm saying? A lot of great wrestlers came out of Iowa. Yeah, and the Military Fighting Academy was the Military Fighting System came out of there. Like everybody was training there at one time. Tim the Maniac, Sylvia, Matt Hughes, Robbie Lawler. They like motherfuckers coming out of there carved out of stone. Anyway, okay. Look, I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna start talking about it. Like the commercial performance, the album debuted at #1 on the Billboard Top 200, outselling the Games album LAX by 1,100 units.
Damn.
Wow, that's crazy. The album got pretty good reviews across the board. About.com gave it 4 out of 5 stars. AllMusic gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Billboard gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Entertainment Weekly gave it a B+. Hot Press gave it 4 out of 5 stars. IGN gave it an 8.1 out of 10. Kerrang gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Drees, why did you pick this album, brother?
Well, basically, I've heard a lot of Slipknot songs. Pulse of the Maggots, Duality, and some other songs. But this was like the first album that I listened in whole. And when I was young, I was just listening to the drums and all the screaming and just, like I said, took my stress off. But then, when I got older and actually started paying attention to politics, I'm like, holy shit, this is a political album, and All Hope Is Gone. He's talking about how the Bill of Rights is a bill of sale, and then Psychosocial, he's telling you, you dig, what he's saying, dig. I think he said, dig oil, dig your graves, fill your mouth with all the money you've made, shit like that. I'm like, holy shit, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's just. I just love the album. I think, and I'll give it like everybody else 4 out of 5 because only 2 songs on the album really listen to, but pretty much all the other songs I listen to. So that was just the right mix of amount of shit I like in a metal album. The vocals, the drum. Like I told you earlier, dude is hitting a metal bat. You can hear him hitting stuff in the background with the metal. You know what I'm saying? And it's just and the drummer, he's ridiculous. So. Yeah, that's why I picked it because it's just one of my I don't listen to a lot of like albums pretty much straight through, and this is probably like one of the first ones I just listened to almost all the way through. So.
All right.
And it's hard as fuck. Anyway, there you go.
All right. Well, there we go. What do you want to? Where do you want to go with this next, Hannibal? You want me to take the art, and then we'll
do the art, and then we'll you go around talk about this album.
Yeah. Just like the other three we did, this art is fucking phenomenal. Like I love the layout. This is probably my favorite art. If we were to rank art, this is my favorite of all the art. Because it's scary as fuck. Like, the lighting, these dudes sitting here with all... Well, what the fuck is that red shit? What are you doing? Why are you looking at me? Why are y'all staring at me like this? It's great. The vibe is there. Perfect. The art's fucking phenomenal. My favorite. Just like all the other album art we've reviewed on this one, I have 0 notes. No notes at all. Put the album out. Hannibal, what about production?
It's metal as fuck. I actually don't have a lot of notes about this. It's no, it is. It's no. That wasn't a dig at what you call it. That wasn't a dig at Avenged Sevenfold. Although a hit dog gonna holler. No, this album is metal. This album is metal as fuck. It's all of all the albums that we listen to, this is the album that if you were born in 2000, if you were born after the 2000s and you were like, hey, what is heavy metal? This album is a pretty good, like, to she geeks, this album is metal. It is super duper metal. It's a good, like, look, and I'm not gonna get too deep into it. Because I can, like, for real, like, and I'll do this real fast. It was like, I enjoyed this album, not as much as I enjoyed the others, but I enjoyed the fuck out of this album. But I'll tell you one thing. So of all the songs that we listened to, I listened to, like, the most songs that I liked from the Avenged Sevenfold album. I'm not exactly sure if it's metal or not, but I enjoyed that album the most of the bunch, right? I'm always gonna love Metallica. There's some, like, and because Miss D picked Master Puppets, I fell in love with some songs that I had never loved before. It's like an ugly girl in high school that got fine in college. I was like, bitch, when you got fine? Okay. Like, that bitch be eating red beans and rice and cornbread. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but whatever you're doing, keep it. Look, you found the right combination of weight gain and working out, and it just. Okay, motherfucker's incredible. So I give credit where credit is due. And one from and Justice for All is always gonna be one of my favorite songs of all time. However, of all the albums that we listen to, hold on, wait, let me do it right. Bam, there it is. Of all the albums that we listen to, my favorite song from all 4 albums came from this album.
All right.
Motherfucking Vendetta is my shit.
Yes.
I heard
Vendetta
that shit.
is
I was
awesome.
like, give me an AR-15 and point me in a direction. No, let me. It made me it gave me a boost of confidence.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll just leave it there. So yes. I thought my favorite song of all the songs we listened to, that I hadn't previously heard before, Vendetta. I love that song. Okay, that's my new workout anthem. Okay, I'm gonna start doing one-arm push-ups on that motherfucker. I love that song. God damn.
Fair enough. Shit. All right.
Yes. Love that song. Also, Chet Lemon. I also love Megadeth as well.
All right.
So that's what I got to say about the production and my standout track. So good job, Dries, on that. Good job on everybody's picks, actually.
Yeah.
Because I actually thoroughly enjoyed. I enjoyed listening to these albums more than y'all enjoy. Well, than our guests enjoyed listening to them. But I enjoyed listening to these shits like a motherfucker. Miss D, what did you think of Slipknot's "All Hope Is Gone"?
Well, I'm gonna be a bit biased. Because Slipknot is my go-to.
Okay.
Ironically enough, drag got me into Slipknot.
Really?
But
all right.
But when we were dating, he only likes psychosocial. Like if you go up to him and say, name a Slipknot song, that's it. So he's not really I can't even call him a fan. I'm a fan. Like, I was the one that was like, okay, psychosocial, but I did some digging and found people equal shit.
Oh, that's
and that's when I was like, I love this freaking band. So on this album, I like Dead Memories because I love Corey's voice. I love his voice.
He does have a great voice.
I just love it. Wherein Lies Continue, Snuff, All Hope Is Gone. What else did I put? Oh, and Sulfur. So
yeah, Sulfur. Sulfur is my shit.
I was not really into sorry, I messaged Mr. Black Guy TV. He was mad at me. He was like, "What? That's my favorite song."
Oh man, that's a good one.
I'll have to listen to it again. That's how it is sometimes. Like, stuff has to grow on me. Yeah. So, but I think overall it was a pretty, solid album. But it's not my favorite Slipknot album, but it's Slipknot, so I'm a bit biased. So love me some Slipknot.
All right, fair enough. I like it.
Montel Vontavious Porter, what did you think of it? Did you think All Hope Is Gone?
I enjoyed the fuck out of this album. This is my second favorite of all the ones we listened to.
So yours goes Avenged Sevenfold, and then this, and then and Justice for All, and then Master of Puppets.
Yes, that's my list.
Okay, and Black Guy TV, yours is this Slipknot album, followed by Master of Puppets, then and Justice for All, and then Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah.
Okay, Miss D. I don't know yours. I can't even guess. I know what's not at the top, but I don't.
My list at the beginning, I put Master of Puppets. Of course, I'm gonna be biased to that album. All Hope Is Gone, and Justice for All, and City of Evils. Sorry. Not sorry.
See, and she didn't even say the name right. Why you hate me, Misty? You know what?
That's not
Next,
the name of the album.
City of Evil. It's one evil, not evils.
My bad.
Not evils. You see?
What's your list, Monty?
You know. Next time you're on Drag Stream, drag. Don't worry, I'm not making fun of your shirt. It's on, Misty. It's on. I'm coming for you.
Yes, Lucifer Almighty. I also enjoy Orion. I didn't realize how much I loved that song until I listened to that song today, and I was like, "Fuck, this is a good ass song."
Yes.
Monty, where's your list for? How's yours go?
I just, or you repeated it. I will say it out loud. My list: City of Evil. Fuck, I can't remember. I can never remember the name.
Justice for All.
No.
Or is it?
No.
All Hope Is Gone.
All Hope Is Gone. All Hope Is
Then
Gone. And Justice for All, and Master of Puppets.
Okay.
So there we go. That's where my list is. So, that's where I am. But back to this album. This album, I really enjoyed it. Standouts, I really liked Execute, or Execute. I don't know how I'm supposed to say that. When you put punctuation in weird places like that in the title, I don't know what the fuck to do with it. But Execute, I loved. Sulfur, fucking loved it. Vendetta, that was fucking great. Butcher's Hook, I liked. And Wherein Lies Continue, it's fucking great. I enjoyed this album. This album was really fun. I saved it to my new music playlist, so it will be in rotation, so I can get to know it better. So, thank you, Dries.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Good album I haven't heard. And, that's where I fall on it. And I assume we all agree that this is metal. I was the one that,
absolutely,
as I usually
do.
do.
To say what songs I like.
Oh shit! Yeah, it goes to Dries.
Oh, yes.
It goes to Dries.
Okay,
It goes to Dries.
it'll be pretty. Well,
No, you don't.
You
don't have to take your time. You don't have to go fast.
Oh.
Take your time. Take your time.
It's hard,
we
man.
got a little bit of time. Because
like I said, I like 90% of the songs. But if I had to say which one, damn, that's a hard one, right? To say which one's my favorite. It's my okay. I'm gonna just say this. All hope is. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty pessimistic, and I see the way the world is going. So that's why all hope is going. Kind of gets in my head. I like that one. Wherein Lies Continue is great. I like Gehenna. I'm saying that one correct.
Oh, Gehenna's good. Yes.
Yeah, that's good. Butcher's Hook. That Dead Memories too, because like Mrs. D, you actually get to hear him sing, instead of just yelling every song. Psycho Soldier, Sulfur. He sounds like he says America in it, but it says like Gimeric. I don't even know how to fucking say that one. The Killing Name, the second song. Yeah, I mean, shit, Till We Die is good. I mean, pretty much all the songs on there,
The whole album is your standout.
Yeah, basically. But like if I like you said, I only can listen to one song, it'd be between like Wherein Lies Continue and probably All Hope Is Gone, probably.
All right.
Yes.
I like it. So we all like this album. That's awesome.
Yeah. And look, you know what? And first of all, I want to thank Black Guy TV, Idris, and Miss D for being on the channel. I want to thank everybody that watched the show. Thank you to Crescent Slice. Thank you to Mr. Tight. Thank you to Zanos Carthage, Christopher Turton, Lord Jamarcus Tito Canoe for becoming a member. Thank you to Druid Lover. Thank you to Mr. Mothra J. Thank you guys so much. Live Action Animation, Missy Ann, Vapion, Hypothesis, Vlad Tepish, Shay Lamone, Ola Fola, Heather Holden, this Comfort Doll. I appreciate y'all for getting in Monty's ass.
What?
Devil
Come
Land
on.
666.
Hey, and look, if y'all want to fight
Fish
more,
Nipples,
you know how to
thank
find
you
me on
guys.
social media. Let's go.
Lucifer Almighty, Larry from OAW, Mistaken Reaper. Thank you guys for watching the show. The show wouldn't be what it is if you guys didn't watch it. I mean, these are just regular conversations / arguments that me and my dad have all the time.
Fuck you. Heather Holderness, why are you only thanking Miss D and Black Eye TV? I'm here. You can thank me. You can thank me.
Hey, I know we probably about to finish in a second, correct?
Yeah.
Well, no, we got a couple things.
Yeah.
We got a couple things real fast.
But before we get to that, we gotta shout out that when this episode ends, y'all need to go to the Geek Room because there's some special shit happening. There's a premiere about to happen.
Yes.
In 15
go over
minutes.
to the Geek Room. Yeah, and 15. So use our show as the pre-show.
Drag just dropped the link in the chat.
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. So that's what it is. And look, so I wanted to make sure I thanked y'all because I want to do this thing where I want to read a couple bands off and have y'all tell me which bands are heavy metal and which bands aren't heavy metal, because I think that would be a good way to end the show.
Okay.
So because I think that'd be fun. Here we go, and there you go. So I found this site because I was looking up the highest selling heavy metal bands of all time, and what they did was they grouped heavy metal and hard rock together along with a couple other genres. So I wanted to talk about that. Also, to our lovely producer Zoe, give some plunger points to Mr. Tight, because Mr. Tight said, so we learned today that Monty has horrible taste in music. No wonder he thinks Stan isn't a 5-star Eminem song.
Fuck you. We're gonna fight about this now?
No, I mean, no. It's just he's got an interesting point, because a lot of people don't think that Avenged Sevenfold album is good, and you don't think Stan is good. So
wait a minute. I'm sorry. How do you not like Stan?
How do you not like Stan, Monty?
It's a wonderful song.
All of y'all, all three of y'all.
Prime time, like.
All three of us?
All three of y'all.
All right.
You know what? Look. All three of y'all. Put some respect on my name. Put some respect on my name. Look. And as I was telling Hannibal earlier, I wanted to come talk to you in your face. And Dries, I knew a few places you was at. I could have rolled up, but I ain't thought that was not gangster. You know. That's what I'm saying. And to you, Miss D, same thing. All three of y'all, put some respect on my name.
Y'all done got my daddy all mad.
This was a shit show.
Y'all finished or y'all done? I ain't got no more talking.
Sweet Halloween and